watching the Indy Force.
The following program contains strong language that is not suitable for young children. Viewer discretion is advised. In 2019, Michael X won the Wrestling Rundown Championship, taking the world by storm. But then, the virus attacked. These men promptly escaped from mental insanity by talking about the nerdiest shit on the internet, filmed in the Massachusetts Underground. Today, still wanted by the people of YouTube, they survive as nerds, weebs, and dorks of fortune. If you have an obsession, if no one else can talk, and if you can subscribe to them, maybe you can hire the Indy Force.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Indy Force, a place for nerds, weebs, and dorks of fortune. If you like the podcast and you want to hear more of these lovely folks and myself talk about the weeb shit going on in the world, you could do so by hitting the subscribe button, the red button, all that good stuff. Make sure you hit the post notification bell and turn on all post notifications. Make sure you like this video, share on Facebook, and all the like. I'm your host, J-Hebert, Side 95, and oh boy.
Got a rough one to kick this week off.
It's wait, Mike.
It's there.
What? Wait, what? Mike.
What?
The fuck?
What? Oh.
Mike. What are you doing? Mike. No, fuck off. We're trying to break the streak this week. You fuck.
Dude,
Fuck the streaks.
Dude, who gives a fuck? You are literally the only person in this group that gives a fuck about a streak.
I give a fuck because this could have been a historic moment, and he chose to eat a tub of ice cream.
I can't.
Let him be a fat fuck, all right?
Yeah, James.
I don't think you appreciate it.
What do you mean, James?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just pointing out we were trying to be.
Oh, just shut up and let him be a fat fuck. You see what you did? You see what you did now? You made him cry.
Fuck you.
Not that it'd be the first time.
You're an ass. Oh, I didn't break the streak. What is it?
Answer the question. And chocolate chip before somebody asks. Super good.
What'd you say? Friendlies chocolate?
Is it
Friendlies?
Yeah, it's a Friendlies. No, it's a hood. I got it from the hood.
Haha.
Hold on, we gotta get that disgusting sponsorship money. Hold on.
Oh.
That's just very, very.
This Indy Force episode is brought to you by the Hood, because when it's Hood, you know where the Hood at.
Where the hood at?
Mike's got it in his room and he's eating it. Okay. Anyway, all right. Let's not delay the inevitable. Let's get on to this dumb shit.
James, shut up. Casey, you know how we could start this podcast off?
Go.
Just give me. Ooh.
Oh no. He doesn't have his fucking lightsaber on him, I'm pretty sure.
No, but it's very close by.
Get it.
Close by, he goes, it's right next to him.
What the hell? I could see you. I could see you way better without the light on in your room, Mike.
Yeah, because you have my TV in the background.
Oh shit.
Now, question, can you see me better if I do this?
Whoa.
Ooh. Very scary. I can't hear it.
You're not supposed to.
Now I can hear it.
All right, I have it. Are we ready?
Let's go.
Casey, I hope you know Thursday we're filming.
My body is ready.
What the fuck? Wait, is that a metaphor for your dick?
No.
Because it sure as hell looks like it.
Lightsaber there is in my pants.
That's just my stand ability, the accidental gay.
The accidental gay?
Casey,
Oh,
we talked about this.
We talked about this. Stop with the gay shit.
Wait, James, does it make it better if I do this? Hold on.
Kind of hard.
Hold on.
No. I gotta say this.
Get in the shot.
It's kind of hard to stop the accidental gay when your hilt is bright ass blue.
To the viewers at home, that looks something else besides a hilt.
Why is it blue?
Because I want it to be different.
Fair point. Now, James, does this make it any worse or any better?
We're about to find out. I can't see you.
That's the whole idea.
Go.
Just kind of crazy
Oh, wait,
because all I
I
did
saw
was
something.
turn off my console. So you're telling me that if I walked into somebody, like if you saw me in an alleyway and I did this.
Fucking. Here's my money. Take it and go away.
Casey.
This is like that reboot.
Yo,
of
Mike,
the fucking...
real talk for a minute. When you freaking had your lightsaber near the camera like that, it honestly looked like a planet. Yeah. Oh, he apparently Skype decided to boot off the call. Apparently, when you put your lightsaber near the near the camera, it looked like a planet. Low-key.
Oh, you mean like if I do? Hold on.
No, don't do it again because it kicked you off. Yeah.
A planet with twin suns.
Okay, we got it. All right, let's do this. Casey, you can turn your light on now.
It's like you guys are filming.
Dude, screw that. It's off now. I'm
King's video.
Well, you know what? Fuck
Indy
it.
Force. Indy Force Dark.
We're doing it. Indy Force Dark today. Oh wait, no, Mike's got his light on. Damn it, he ruined it. Okay.
Nobody said anything. They just jumped.
All right, fuck it.
You gotta battery. Whip them at.
All right, let's. All right, we've delayed it enough. Let's talk about
Did I find the Megatron?
Yes. Let's do it. Jeff Hardy being a fucking idiot. Well, not even being an idiot on purpose this time. WWE are the idiots this time.
Still not a shock.
Yeah, no, not really. So, Jeff
Doesn't
Hardy.
come as a surprise to me.
Does it come as a surprise to anybody? So Jeff Hardy was in a storyline. Now, if you guys remember, we covered his drug addiction now, like in depth, and we said that maybe he should retire because he clearly can't handle the responsibility of being a performer. and being sober with that responsibility, and decided always to turn to drugs to deal with the physical pain. That's pretty much how this all started anyway, if you actually look down the history and the rabbit hole of this whole thing. Well, apparently WWE doesn't think so, because they decided to do a fucking storyline where the guy looked like a drunk and basically arrest him as part of an angle on SmackDown.
And this is happening while Rey Mysterio is having his big retirement shebang. What do we need right now? Jeff Hardy just acting drunk and getting arrested just for a bit.
Just for the lulz.
So that's great. That's nice to see on my newsfeed.
Yeah, dude. You should have heard what it was like when Mike and I were talking about the whole fucking thing. It was literally happening. We had the topic set, okay? We were gonna talk about fucking KSI. We had to push that back to the next episode because of this fucking dumb shit. I'd actually rather be talking about that than what the fuck we're talking about right now. Fuck this shit. God damn it. Why did they feel... If we didn't like it with fucking Hawk, what the hell was going to be any different than with this fucking...
Now you're talking about...
Shit. You know what? Vince McMahon, I'm coming for you.
Now, when you say Hawk, you're referring to Mike Hegstrand, yes?
I'm referring to Road Warrior Hawk, yes.
Okay.
Let's just put it like this, and I'm going to move myself a little bit forward here so I'm more centered as much as I can be into the shot.
Not to mention your voice picks up better.
Yeah. Well, so I'll say this right now. It wasn't funny when it happened with Scott Hall. It wasn't funny when it happened with
Jake Roberts.
Hawk.
Or Jake Roberts, yeah.
It's not an interesting storyline. It makes everybody sad.
Yep.
Unless you're able to twist it in such a way where it's like, oh, well, his alcoholism is affecting the tag team, such as Hangman and fucking Kenny Omega when they were.
It was a guy that wasn't even a drunk to begin with. He's fucking playing a drunk. It's a whole different story. That's different, and I don't give a fuck if anybody wants to fucking throw that in our fucking faces. Again, I said it before. Don't do it. If you're gonna throw that in my face, I want you off my channel. Dead ass. Get off my channel. Okay? Okay, now that we got that fucking settled, and now that we know that that's fucking different because the guy was playing a drunk and is not actually a fucking drunk. The bottom line is this. Doing these kind of storylines with the guy that actually has had these problems in the past is never good. It never makes the company look good. It makes them look second fucking rate. And it just makes them look inconsiderate in the end. Nobody fucking wins here.
Shit. Not only does it make the athlete look like shit, which is really important. Sorry, I'm plugging in my charger so that way I can have a relatively okay battery life while doing this.
Yeah,
sure. Thanks for that
Which
factor.
is fair.
Yeah, because I don't have a laptop. So it's just disheartening more than anything else that who comes up with the idea of, you know what we'll do? Let's get Jeff Hardy, right? Let's take Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, I got a good example here. Let's take Jeff. We'll make him as the penny. We'll take Jeff, and here's what we're gonna do with the next storyline. We're just gonna throw it. We're just gonna take a whole handful and we're just gonna whip it. And that's what we're gonna come up with. That's the best that we could come up with. We have no idea what to do with this person or his character, so we are just gonna go, you know what?
Do more stunts for us while we make fun of your fucking drug addiction and alcoholism.
How much money did Jeff make that company?
Oh man, I don't even know.
He made money.
A lot.
No, he made the money, a lot of money. Look, just because
I remember way back in the day, one of the biggest storylines was Jeff.
Yeah.
Even though that leads to Jeff.
2008 was like the ending storyline was him and Jeff getting his big moment. That's what they remember in the end of 2008.
Again, 2008, Jeff Hardy finally wins WWE Gold.
Yep. And instead,
I'm just disappointed more than anything else. I'm just fucking disappointed. It's like you're telling me that you with your millions of dollars and your $1 million writers the best thing you could come up with was, why don't we do a storyline with a person that has a known problem, many well-known problems, and we're going to throw that out into the wind and see what happens.
In the storyline. Yep. And by the way, this is to build fucking Jeff Hardy and Sheamus apparently for a later pay-per-view. That's what the whole fucking idea was.
That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Sheamus again, and I wanted to see Sheamus fight Jeff.
And if for some reason Elias got involved or whatever, but the main point is, you made Jeff look like a raging alcoholic. They smell his breath or whatever, I guess, in the fucking thing. And then it turns out, I guess he wasn't actually drunk. It was Elias or whatever the fuck. The point is, why are you even implying that he's doing this shit? In storyline. Fuck off. Kill it with fire.
They're literally running out of ideas for good contents that would seem appealing to anyone. It's like
running out.
And guess what? Guess who fucking failed?
Nikos. They ran out of ideas a long fucking time ago.
Yeah,
they
no
ran
shit.
out of ideas. They're just copying shit that they see from other networks and hoping, all right, maybe this can work.
Let me tell you what happened. Vince McMahon, over the course, will say at the end of 2008, from 2008 onward, every storyline became reality television.
Yep.
Every single fucking storyline became reality TV. And everybody's sitting there going, we get it. We understand. Okay. All right. We get it, Vince. You really want to make
there was only one storyline that wasn't, and it was a Nexus, and then they fucked it up. And every other storyline that was good from that point came from NXT.
Yep. And honestly,
not even from fucking Vince.
The Nexus died within a month?
Yeah.
Almost a month?
Yeah.
Probably try more like 3, but yeah, the point still stands. It was a very short on top run.
When you take all those matches, everything that happened with the Nexus was what felt like a month. Yeah. All the shit that happened was in 1 month's time. At least that's how it felt.
Immerse me in an actual story that you written for the fucking character. And under no circumstances bring any real life, unless it's, especially if it's negative. I can understand if it's like the Becky thing, where she was fucking pregnant, and she announced it. This is not that. We don't need this real life. We don't need to be reminded that Jeff Hardy has fucking problems, and I'm sure no less Jeff Hardy himself. Granted, he needs to get help for those problems, as we fucking stated before, and I'll say that to the day I die. He should just fucking retire. But now I'm wondering if it's him or if it's WWE now. Because when he was in TNA after he returned, in 2011, he was fucking clean. And he didn't do the fucking stunts, and he wasn't on drugs. It was literally when he came back to the WWE that this shit started spiraling out of control again.
Let's just call it as it is. They don't know what to do with him anymore.
Nope.
That's exactly what it is. I know that we're gonna get those people in the comment section going, well, I think that you're wrong. And you can absolutely think that, and that's your opinion, and you have the right to your fucking opinion at the end of the day.
I mean, to most people, Jeff Hardy was considered as an icon to all you people. Like, some of you genuinely like Jeff Hardy, but when you take a look at Jeff Hardy now in the company...
When you take a look at the human being who is Jeff Hardy, there's a lot of problems.
Yeah, tons.
There's a lot of problems. And listen, I'll be the first one to say, Undertaker, he should be gone. He's too fucking old. He needs to go.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We won't deny that on here, and I think some individuals out there are not going to say names of who they are or who they aren't.
We're not even going to talk about Undertaker. It's Jeff Hardy. It's Jeff Hardy we need to talk about.
I just want, as an example, that all of us here together say, yeah, we don't want somebody that has issues or somebody that's too fucking old to keep doing what they're doing.
Yep.
You're fucking old. You're not the young guy. Or
you're just a druggie who shouldn't be doing it anymore. Dude, all I'm saying is that when you have him there and they're doing this is their grand idea with him, fuck it. You already broke your word. I gave you your shot. And guess what? You failed. So guess what? No SummerSlam review. Go fuck off. You're already failed. Week 1 in after I said that. Week 1.
Like
I'm not surprised. I'm not fucking surprised. I really
It's
not.
so hard. That really shouldn't be as hard as it is.
No, but they make it help.
But if you take this company and you break everything that they've done apart, there's a lot of dumb shit. And I know if you're a fan, you can be a fan, enjoy what you like. If you want to watch it week by week, go right ahead. But fucking, I gave up on that company years ago.
No,
I gave up because what was the point? Just keep watching this shit? No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'd rather stick my dick in the microwave.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no more. And gave them their shot. They already fucking blew it again. We're not doing it again.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. It hasn't even been a week. I think we said that Tuesday, and then they fucking pulled that bullshit Friday.
Yeah.
No. We recorded that fucking Monday. The fucking episode 12 is Monday.
We did record that Monday. You're right.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh no, it was Tuesday. It was one of the days. I know it wasn't that long. It was 3 or 4 days after we said that, and then of course we eat our fucking words. Speaking of words or abbreviations, the tag team known as FTR, or now known as Fuck the Rest, as they're calling themselves now, aka the Revival, are an AEW. On top of that, more AEW news is Tyson and Jericho and the TNT title plus its actual design. So what do we want to talk about in this AEW section first?
I gotta say the actual design of the TNT title is fucking amazing.
Yeah, so here's what it's supposed to look like. We're going to throw it up on screen.
And James will probably actually have time to edit this in for once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You lazy
prick. What do you mean?
The last 3 fucking videos, you have completely forgotten at least 6 editations that you said you were going to make in the fucking video.
Casey, why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Because I don't give a flying rat's ass. It's the truth.
I know.
And to quote Shawn Michaels, I never regret telling the truth.
Okay, listen. I forgot 6 edits because I realized that they didn't even need to be in it, and I looked through them. So there was like 2 out of those 6 that I was like, fuck, I forgot to put in. And I'm like, I regretted it. So, no. Look, this is why I don't like doing edits, and I just like doing the screen share. But we don't have to do that now, because, I knew I was going to edit this in anyway. Now, the actual fucking design is so good. What it's supposed to look like has pretty much been posted, I think, everywhere. Everybody thought that this was what it was going to look like. But it didn't look like this yet because they don't have time yet because of this whole COVID thing. And I'm sure that these protests going on all over the country aren't helping either.
No,
so
they can't say before we keep going. Stay safe.
Yeah, please.
That's all we want to say. That there's not much that we really, as we've talked about before the podcast, we can't really give this the sensitivity that is needed to discuss.
Yeah, no. And everything that's been said about it has already been said.
We're doing a misjustice.
Yep. So, but as I said, yeah, the design is fucking great. I really like it. If this is what the design is going to look like, we all hope it's going to be what it looks like.
Yeah, right.
Then, at the end of the day, good shit.
Design.
There is one thing.
Go for it.
Sorry, there is one thing that still doesn't make sense. The courthouses on the plates, I still don't understand why that's there.
I'm not sure either, but it might be like an homage thing. I think it was an homage thing. I just don't know what it's to.
Probably to like other TNT shows that have something to do with courthouses.
No, it definitely wasn't that. I think it was like wrestling.
That could be an example. Yeah.
Bum.
Now, Now, Cody has since come out after his initial speech on Dynamite that literally anybody could challenge this for this title. Doesn't even have to be a guy from the AEW roster.
So next week, I'm going to be showing up at AEW.
Get another championship under your repertoire. No. And he basically just opened Pandora's box with this. And I'm like, does this mean we're going to see guys like Moose challenge for the championship? That'd be nice.
Well, that's the whole thing. The open challenge, I think, in this instance, at least in this instance, I think it's really smart. It's so that way you can get more eyes on your product properly. And I think it's going to be good. I mean, I don't think another title that has that. How would I describe it? That has that levity to it. That has that type of interest going on about it.
You know what I think would be great, personally, if Nick Aldis challenged for the fucking belt.
The All-In rematch?
Yeah, and challenge him at All Out in Chicago and have the fucking rematch 2 years later. I think that would be magnifique. Hell, you could even do a whole... I don't know if you could do a champion versus champion thing. It really depends on the NWA officials. I'm sure you're going to have to talk about that with Corgan, but I know you could definitely do that. And I know that Cody winning, retaining the title on all this, it'd be cool, and it would get NWA, some exposure. And I know Cody has always been a big NWA fan. They were heavily featured in the original All In, so I think that could really do good,
Agreed. My one thing that I can say about this, at least by how they should do it, is if you're going to have him go up against anybody and have somebody beat him for the title, maybe a couple months in, because you want to have that title have some last to it.
Yeah.
Like an actual, I can beat this, and then it's the next guy trying to beat that length of a streak and stuff like that, because it's a new title, why not?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I think, at least from what I'm able to guess, and we talked about this little bits and pieces here and there on the previous podcast, MJF should go right for the fucking belt as soon as he can.
Yeah.
Even if he loses, it doesn't matter.
Who's the first
besides it
right now?
Besides, it would probably make more sense for MJF to lose in this instance anyway.
I don't think if he no, you got to hold that off, because the minute they have that match, he's winning. There's no doubt about it. He has to win. He's got to get his win back on Cody. Oh wait, fuck. No, you're right, because he won against Cody, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, you're right. Although, who's his first championship contender? What is it, Jungle Boy? He won the Battle Royal. Yeah, it's Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy won the Battle Royal. Out of sheer luck.
Yep, so Jungle Boy. Him and Orange Cassidy, can we talk about that? Had a fucking great exchange in the last few minutes of that Battle Royal.
Fantastic.
Anybody that wants to fucking doubt Orange Cassidy,
he's incredible. He's a really good athlete, and everybody's shocked. And I'm like, have you not seen some of the footage with him in it? He's very fucking good at his job.
I made this point on the alternative. A lot of people didn't like how he acted in the ladder match. I pointed out, I don't think people are realizing that he acted that way because he's kind of dense. That's his character. He's dense, right? He doesn't know how the fucking ladder match works. And he's a visual learner. He sounds like me, Jesus Christ. So he observed somebody do it and climb up the damn ladder, and then he's like, oh shit, that's how you do it. And then he started doing it. But of course, nobody picked up on it because fucking guys just want to hate just to hate.
I mean, he is a comedic wrestler. There's no denying that factor that he is a comedic wrestler.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So fucking good, talented with it. It's incredible.
Need we remind you of the tope suicida with his hands in his pockets?
Yeah.
That's good, but that's not that.
Which he tried to do at Double or Nothing a few weeks back, but I saw him yank his hands out just before he went through. I don't think he had the right approach, so he went for the extra balance just to be safe.
Yeah, I just hope one day he doesn't fuck himself up too bad doing that as well.
Yeah. Amen to that.
I think what he should do instead of doing this, just because of the risk in it, not that I hate it because it is funny, but he should definitely, instead of doing the suicida, doing the tope con hilo in his pockets, where he jumps over the ropes, because that's way less risky, I think. Honestly.
Which, just for my own curiosity, because I've been hearing both of these terms for a while now, what's the difference between a tope con hilo and a plancha?
Tope con hilo. A plancha is more like a diving, like just a diving crossbody almost, whereas a con hilo is a flip dive. Really,
Flip dive.
it's basically what it is. It's a
Interesting.
front flip dive. There's so many variations of dives, but that'd just be me being a fucking nerd, and we'd be here all fucking night. So we're not gonna do that. But on the topic of AEW, we'll just work our way backwards, right? Tyson and Jericho, that happened. That's a thing now. So this got mixed reviews. I will say that I liked it when it happened, and I enjoy it, and I still don't hate it. But this could have been done way, way, way better. Honestly. The way they did it was for whatever reason, the Inner Circle had, a rally, even though they lost a stadium stampede. And then they called out Tyson kind of just randomly, because Jericho didn't forget what happened on a Monday night, one night during the general manager era where he got fucking knocked out by Tyson, all that shit. And I'm like, it's kind of random, isn't it? You're supposed to have the celebration, and you're doing that.
You know, second to remember that.
No, Nikos.
Huh?
I mean, I was just saying, it just took me a while to remember that, because that whole punch back on that Monday night, I felt like it was gimmicked, but I didn't realize it would be taken this far.
Yeah, I really didn't. I did not expect them to even mention that. I knew there was like a subtle tease on Twitter or whatever the fuck, but yeah, no, it was just the way they did it. Like, I don't know. Like, looking at it, this definitely was like a missed opportunity. I feel like they could have done it a lot better than they did, in my opinion. So, I don't know.
Mike, did you have anything to say on that?
Yeah. Did you see the segment, Mike?
Yes, I did, and I thought it was very good.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I don't know. Looking at it now, I think there was a way better way you could have done it that would have got more eyes on the product.
There's obviously going to be a better way to do that, but I thought it was good for what we were able to get out of it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I think.
So does that mean that we're gonna have a Tyson match?
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. So, on the alternative, and I'll share it here. I actually came up with an idea, like literally off the cuff when we were talking about it. And so, hear me out. And hopefully, I think they should have done this. It's lost now. You can't do it now, but I think the better way you could have done it was, Jericho's still preparing for that rally, and then somebody comes up to him and says it's canceled, and they're replacing it with another segment or whatever. He's like, "What segment replaces the Inner Circle's rally or whatever?" Being Jericho, and he's talking to Alex Marvez or somebody. It's like, "Shut your ass, Marvez! What do you mean it's canceled?"
Is that seriously what he says?
Yeah, he literally just tells Marvez to shut his ass, and he's like, "Why
is that so brilliant? Why is that so brilliant? Because of how stupid it is.
Because it's Jericho." And then he basically goes and says, like Marvez would talk to him and he would say, it got replaced with Mike Tyson's big announcement, and then you just see Jericho like with this angry, pouty face with a fucking twitch in his eye, remembering what happened on that Monday night. And so by the end of the show,
flashback.
Yeah. So Jericho his segment's canceled, it's called off. And Tyson comes out with his posse. By the way, I couldn't believe I had to watch this back. Vitor Belfort was fucking there with him. And I'm like, did nobody recognize Vitor Belfort? Like, the fuck?
To be fair, who is he standing next to?
Well, yeah, Mike Tyson. But anyway, obviously his posse comes up behind him. And then he makes his announcement. He's like, I just wanted to say, I like AEW. I'm glad AEW gave me the opportunity to present the TNT Championship. But I wanted to use this place, a place that I hold near and dear, close to my heart, to make this blockbuster announcement. Tyson Fury, I heard what you said, buddy. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm fucking up Tyson.
Hey, Tyson Fury. I heard what you were saying. You say you want to fight me? Well,
Let's fucking do it. I accept your challenge, Tyson Fury. Mike Tyson, Battle of the Tysons. Let's make it happen, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Idiot! It should be called Clash of the Tysons.
Whatever. Clash of the
Sponsored
Titans.
by
Battle of the
Tyson
Tysons.
Chicken.
It's so much better. Clash of the Tysons.
And then as he continues talking, because he's not finished talking, Jericho interrupts. The Inner Circle come out with him. And then Jericho says, I remember what you did to me on a Monday night. But instead of Tyson acting like a buffoon, like, he was funny, don't get me wrong, but instead of him being all happy, he was happy in the beginning. And then Jericho came out, and then once Jericho comes out, his face becomes stone-faced.
Like it's you see the switch flick in Tyson's eyes.
He's pissed that he got interrupted by Jericho, and he's like, and then he tears off his shirt successfully this time. Push back, I push you, then the pull apart brawl happens. I think that would have been way better. Honestly, I think that first off, that I think of it like if you had that announcement on a wrestling show, that's gonna bring you lots of fucking traffic.
Not to mention with JR. Here we go. Toss it to Jericho. Toss it to Jericho.
Yeah,
Tyson wants him some of the Inner Circle.
Yeah. Victor Belfort going up against Santana. Oh my God, that would be a match.
Dude, that's a match and a half.
Oh man, that'd be great. But yeah,
Sammy Guevara is being chased by a golf cart.
Again.
Why is it always a fucking golf cart?
Well, wait a minute.
Excalibur.
Who's driving the golf cart? It's Raven, and he's gonna shit power to
Excalibur. Excalibur. Sammy Guevara can't catch a break.
Wait, who's driving? Oh my God. Fedor Emelianenko's driving the golf cart.
What the hell is going on?
Sammy Guevara's running for his life. Wait, he stopped the... Oh no, he's walking up to Sammy. Oh no, he's got him in an armbar.
Sammy taps.
He still broke his arm. He broke it off, and now he's beating him over the head with it.
Okay, and on that note, moving right along.
All right, yeah, that's how I think they should have done it. I still enjoyed the segment. I didn't hate it. I just think there was a better way you could have done it. But let's get on to the main event because we worked backwards. The start of the show featured Young Bucks and Hardy winning their match, and Matt Hardy had to take Private Party to the back along with the rest of the guys that were with him, Joey Janela and Mark Quinn, I think. Taking Isaiah Cassidy to the back, or it might have been the other way around with the Private Party members. And so the Young Bucks stand there. They got into an altercation with the Butcher and the Blade, and then the Butcher and the Blade come into the ring and beat them down after the match. And then, with a truck that looked like it came out of freaking Back to the Future, out comes Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood of formerly the Revival, now known as FTR, Fuck the Rest, come down the ring. It looks like they're about to attack the Young Bucks, but I'm so glad they didn't. They attack the Butcher and Blade instead. Young Bucks hit super kicks into a fucking shatter machine, and the stare down of mutual respect, giving you a little tease of what's to come. Awesome. This tag team division, if it wasn't good already, it just got 10 times better with two of the best fucking teams, minus Omega and Page, obviously, because they're the champions of the fucking world right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I think that
you have to understand. You have to understand. It's going to be very hard, especially for me, to not refer to them as Dash and Scott.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the worst part about it is Dash and Scott. Scott should have been Cash, and then fucking Dax should have been. Or no, Fuck. See, this is what makes it so fucking weird. Because Scott is now Cash Wheeler, I think, and then Dax Harwood, or no, it's the other way around. Like Dax Harwood, for whatever reason, is Scott Dawson, and then Cash Wheeler is Dash Wilder. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Why you do this? God damn it! It gives me flashbacks to which one's Dawson, which one's Dash. What?
I have your answer. Mass confusion.
Mass confusion. Yeah.
Listen, just hear me out. Sometimes it's okay to get naked and do splits in the middle of the battlefield. Because at the end of the day, they're going to sit there, they're going to run by, they're going to go,
What the fuck?
Let's.
I enjoyed this week's episode of Dynamite was great, and coming off a freaking pay-per-view, it's like that was must-see kind of television, though. That's the one thing it accomplished for sure. And kept your interest throughout the whole show. That's for damn sure. There wasn't one dull moment on fucking AEW Dynamite. So yeah, I think they're gonna gain momentum in the next couple of years if they keep this track record up, for sure. So.
Well, there's a perfect segue. We're about to talk about another company that's starting to gain a little bit of momentum.
Yes,
the Scottish promotion ICW,
which is making its America. I think they're coming to America, and I'll read this because it's actually a very short article.
ICW.
It was just announced that ICW, or otherwise known as Insane Championship Wrestling, No Holds Barred will be holding a drive-in wrestling show next month. No Holds Barred Volume 2, Deathmatch Drive-In, will take place on Saturday, June 27th from the Atlantic City, New Jersey area. Tickets for the event will cost $60 per car and go on sale at 2 p.m. Eastern. I remember we talked, I can't believe we just predicted the future. We talked about drive-in movie theaters, like I think in passing, coming back. I didn't think we
were going to get drive-in wrestling.
Yeah, right? Holy shit.
These are strange times we're living in, boys.
It's a fucked world we live in, but what a time to be alive. Drive-in wrestling. What the fuck?
ICW New York.
Also,
oh my God! Wait a minute.
Just a heads up, guys. On. Before you go any further, James, if you're going to this event, I highly recommend you have incidental coverage on your car because you know these assholes are going to be using them.
Exactly, and you know what? Honestly, if nobody knows, ICW, it's literally
guys. Wait. It's not the ICW we're thinking of.
Oh,
it's ICW New York, which explains why it's in the Atlantic City, New Jersey area.
Oh, that's lame. Never mind. Fuck this topic.
No, I think it's cool. Actually, I think it's
cool. They lied.
You're a phony, a big fat phony.
I found you, faker.
It's not, well, they're not fake.
Those people down there, they're big fat phonies. Could be a big fat phony.
Dude, do you know how many companies have the same damn initials? I guarantee you they're not even known as Insane Championship Wrestling. It's probably some other ICW thing. But still, no, it's cool. Personally, I think all wrestling companies should do it.
No, it's a smart decision, honestly. All jokes aside, it's a smart decision. It makes more money. Yep. It's a really good fucking idea.
I don't know why anybody else hasn't tried this.
I mean, I'm surprised that still isn't a thing nowadays because of everything that's going on. There's a huge market for this.
Yeah. 100%.
You go to a classic drive-in theater setup, you go get your food, you get everything that you have to get, and then you just go watch wrestling.
Imagine AEW Fighter Fest in a drive-through setting.
Oh, and you give it a 1950s theme?
Yeah.
Life could be a dream, but I want to take you up in
paradise up above.
For the record, the article that we're reading off of, even though it was a very short one, was by Luis Perez from our old friend PW Ponderings. So, little shout out to them. So look at that. But yeah, I think this is cool. I think we thought it was Insane Championship Wrestling from the UK. I thought it was, but it turns out it was ICW in New York. So It's okay. We made a
Intercontinental Championship Wrestling.
Is that what it is?
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
Does it sound like it could be? Because fucking, I don't know.
But yeah, definitely cool. I hope that all wrestling companies start employing that. Let's talk about.
It's a long shot, but it'll be cool.
It's a smart decision. It's not stupid, and it makes sense.
Let's get on to the next one. We're gonna change sports now. We're actually gonna talk about the NBA. Nikos, you're up with the reading. We're gonna be talking about that. It's the Dallas article, DallasNews.com. So
this is coming from the Dallas Morning News and written by the Associated Press on May 29th, 2020. And the report is on the NBA could vote on a return-to-play plan as soon as Thursday. Commissioner Adam Silver is reportedly collecting information on multiple return options. The NBA Board of Governors met again without a consensus opinion emerging on how many teams should be back on the floor for the planned late July resumption of the pandemic-interrupted season. 3 people familiar with details of the call said Friday. The people speaking on condition of anonymity to the Associated Press because no details of the call were publicly released, said Commissioner Adam Silver, still collecting information on multiple options ranging from 16 to 30 teams returning to action when the season begins again at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex near Orlando, Florida. One person said that the idea of bringing back 20 teams, possibly a few more, but not all 30, continues to resonate as the most likely scenario as for now. Another plan discussed Friday, the person said, would bring any team within 6 games of a playoff spot back for the resumption of the season, a scenario where, based on the current standings, 13 teams from the Western Conference and 9 from the Eastern Conference would return. Silver, who has been closely working with the National Basketball Players Association, has been revealed when or how a formal decision will ultimately be made. ESPN reported that the league is planning a Thursday vote to ratify whatever proposal Silver recommends. Given the league's known hope to be back on the court by the end of July, Silver's decision would likely have to come very soon. Not all team practice facilities have reopened for voluntary workouts, meaning there could be some players who haven't done any on-court work since the league suspended the season on March 11th in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Jared Dudley of the Los Angeles Lakers wrote on Twitter that Silver has said the season could go into early October before finishing, and added that a later start to next season gives, quote-unquote, more time to potentially have some sort of fans back in the stands. New York Knicks and Washington Wizards opened their facilities Friday for the first time since the shutdown started, and the Boston Celtics said they will do the same on Monday. The only teams left at this point without a known reopening plan for their practice facilities are Detroit, San Antonio, and Golden State. Teams that are open can have a maximum of 4 players in a facility simultaneously at this point, with none of them allowed to work out together or even play one-on-one. The belief has been that the league will ramp up what's allowed within voluntary workouts before setting a date for a training camp that could precede the resumption of the season. Now, countless questions remain unanswered after the Board of Governors call, including the playoff format, if additional regular season games, roughly 21% of the league schedule remained when the season was stopped, could be played, and if so, how that schedule would work. Details of what the league's testing plan would be are also somewhat unclear, though it's almost certain that any program would involve all players and staff being checked very regularly, thank God, and possibly even daily once the season resumes.
Now, before you continue with the rest of this article, so what they're saying is, if I'm reading this right, they're basically doing 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 basketball matchups. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Which is originally, I believe, Casey, is the original 5-on-5 or is it 6-on-6?
I believe the original was 6-on-6. I do not know off the top of my head.
I mean, I assume they have to do 4-on-4 because, you also got to account for social distancing, and they're still going to need the camera crew there, the commentators as well, unless they're going to do the commentating from home on the live feed.
Like with NASCAR.
Yeah, like with NASCAR going on right now.
Personally, if you're going to account for camera crews and all that other crap, I would go full NBA Jam and just stick to 2-on-2.
You're not wrong. I could see them doing that. But anyway, Nikos, read the rest of that.
Must be the shoes!
Another very big issue is the money. NBA has the right, per the collective bargaining agreement, to exercise a clause and recoup roughly 1.08% of each player's salary for every regular season game that is canceled for unforeseen circumstances such as a pandemic. The NBPA has not responded to requests for comment on how the financial implications of lost games would affect players. To conclude, but if some teams are not brought back when the season resumes and more regular season games are played, then it would seem possible for some players could lose a much larger percentage of their salary than others would.
The reason why we're covering this, in case people are confused why we're covering NBA all of a sudden, they were actually the first sport ever hit with this whole virus and pandemic.
Yeah.
I believe it wasn't Colin Kaepernick that got the coronavirus, and that's when they just shut down the whole season. I swear it was.
Kaepernick was in football,
not
in the NBA.
Colin somebody else, yeah. I always see. I've never been that much of a sports guy, so everybody's name fucking blends together in one.
Yet he wants to cover sports. That's the equivalent of the horse track racer telling somebody how to drive.
Well, in fairness, the two sports I do watch. The two sports I do watch are NASCAR and fucking wrestling and MMA. Actually, all right. So there's three.
Well, still the fact remains. This is like having lepers judge a beauty contest.
Right. I'm not even judging them. You know what? I'm looking forward to even watching basketball if they're doing this 4-on-4 thing. Because I think it would make for a way more exciting game anyway, to be honest.
Oh, hold on. You're telling me that you like MMA, NASCAR, and wrestling.
Yeah.
What fucking redneck clan did you come from?
Foxworthy, apparently.
You know what's great? Sometimes I like to drink beer. Watch NASCAR, watch Hulk Hogan body slam Andre the Giant, and watch Mirko Krokop fight that crazy-looking Spanish man.
Shut up. Shut up.
Well, if you don't mind us moving on, you mentioned MMA earlier. Apparently,
damn it! Damn it! I know it's a good segue. You're right. Fuck! I was gonna say I was gonna enjoy the baseball, but yeah, MMA. Let's get to it.
Apparently, Conor McGregor has been challenged by Anderson Silva to a fight in the future in UFC and has accepted.
In
other words, Conor McGregor is fucking dead. Yeah. I mean, what?
No, hold on. Let's go based upon the stats. McGregor is primarily ground game, where Silva is well known for his toe kick. He will toe kick the shit out of you if he has to.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a battle of.
Let's just hope he doesn't break his shin again.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, listen, that wasn't his fault. Okay, he said stop the fight, and they're like, no, you look fine. It's like, no, I'm not.
By the way, this article's from Joe Miles from thesun.com or .co.uk. They have the tail of the tape. They do very good tail of the tapes. They also did the one for Tyson and Fury where they had the ex-wives in there for some reason.
Don't know why that was necessary, but
this one
the reach.
Yeah, this time they have the reach, and so the reach is replaced with fucking ex-wives for whatever reason. So there you go. McGregor versus Silva. So the age differences are 31 and 45. So McGregor's got the younger, I guess, youthfulness, or something like that. Conor,
it's a lot younger. That's it can't be said.
Jesus Christ.
That's my cat's knocking shit over. No,
it's not your cat. I'm looking at the fucking win-loss records of these guys. Damn. Damn. Conor McGregor has won 26 fights, but he's also lost 22 of them. You have
no, James. That's That's how many fights he's been in. So in altogether,
Oh,
he's
sure.
won
Okay.
22.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right. So he's won
No
22 of his
shit.
fights, only has 4 losses. Anderson Silva's had 34 fights and 10 losses. I think
For
if
McGregor's loss, does that count with him and Floyd Mayweather?
Yes.
I think so. I don't know. What
That's
is
his fight record. That's his fight record.
Okay, because since it was like a different league, because
it was a
he's
different
MMA,
sport.
Floyd-
It was a
yeah,
different sport altogether. No, I feel like that wouldn't count. I think they're counting the recent loss to
I hate to tell you, but it's not a different sport. It's a combat. sport.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
It absolutely is.
It's
Damn,
still a
they're-
combat sport, so it
It's
counts.
still a combat sport, but I don't know.
Damn,
It's,
Who are you
it's very
fucking Ed?
different.
Fucking a Mortal Kombat.
Anyway,
We'll get to that later.
so yeah, then you have Anderson Silva's won 34 fights and has had 10 losses, and he's also had 1 no contest, while Conor McGregor has had 0 no contests. Conor McGregor has 19 knockout wins, while Anderson Silva has 22. So this is going to be a drag-out fight, no matter how you want to go about it. It's going to be
Unless
technical,
Silva-
but it's still going to be a drag-out fight.
Round. Unless Silva comes in and goes, I have a question for you. Yes? Would you like to smell my feet? What?
Smell it, and I take it. He just channels his inner Zohan.
I'm using a new type of foot detergent. Huh?
The height between the two, Anderson Silva is 6'2", while Conor's 5'9". That's going to be a problem.
I
for
want
him.
you to. That needs to be taken into a major thing, because all Silva really does in fights, besides throw a couple punches here and there, is kick.
Yeah.
He's got to deal with Dulcine legs.
Yeah, 100%. I believe they're both 200 pounds, which is why I guess it just says 2 lb, but I think it means 200 lb. They're dead even on weight. I think if we go by UK terms, Conor's 12 stone, while Anderson Silva is actually 13 stone. So I think that's a little bit more in the poundage department if you convert that over the pounds. And then the reach is Conor McGregor has 74-inch reach, while Anderson Silva has a 77.5 reach.
Impressive. But
Yeah.
it's not. Listen, the reach isn't going to matter when it's a guy whose whole fucking career is knockouts via his feet. Doesn't matter how long his arms are.
They
What matters
included
is
it.
how long his feet are.
Well, I mean, you also got to remember, Conor McGregor has a nasty fucking hook kick as well. So
He does. But here's the difference. Who has more knockouts by just kicking somebody into the fucking...
no, 100%. Well, this is why the fight's happening, is they're both, experts using their fucking feet. Although Conor McGregor has adapted to also using hands, but he's definitely... I feel like if you had to look at it objectively, Conor's definitely the more well-rounded fighter, because Anderson has legitimately only been known for lots of knockouts with his feet and a little bit of submission wins here and there. So there's that. So Conor McGregor has definitely adapted. He's fought all kinds of fighters. He's fought wrestling guys. He's fought strikers. He's fought kickboxers. He's fought literally everybody in the freaking MMA rainbow. So he's
Wait, there's
definitely
a rainbow
got
in
more.
MMA now?
No, you know what I mean. Like, of skill sets, if you will. So he's definitely got the advantage as far as being well-rounded. That actually could favor him dramatically, because I don't know if Anderson Silva has kind of improved on being a well-rounded fighter, if that makes sense. So that might actually help Conor in this case.
Here's the difference. Here's a major difference. Conor's been training to deal with other combatants, where Silva's just been refining his technique for years now. Here's the huge difference. Silva hasn't stopped training. I see him all the time on fucking Instagram. He doesn't stop training. Like, the guy almost every single day is at the gym doing something.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He's like the Goku of MMA.
Except the difference is he's not putting on like almost 100 kilograms of weight across his entire body. No, 300 kilograms of weight, because that's ridiculous, and that's not how that works.
Yeah, 100%. Do we want to watch this fight card when it happens? Because I'm very interested, and I want to actually watch this fight card.
I'll probably watch it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it.
Do we want to predict?
Like to see Conor McGregor
Not
again.
now. Let's wait until we have more of the card in
Yeah.
place.
Fair
Then
enough.
we'll predict.
Yeah.
One thing I can say, as somebody who's been on both MMA and boxing, boxers and MMA have always had the problem with trying to figure out what to do. But if you're somebody like Don Fry or even fucking Dan Severn, you'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Conor is, while he's definitely not Dan Severn or Don Fry, he is getting to that point where he's trying to be a well-rounded fighter, and I respect that. I've always respected Conor for that. He's never say what you will about Conor, but he's a fucking he's just a workhorse, dude. He's the workhorse of that company. He may not be the most technical fighter, might not be the most gifted fighter, but you will not find another hard-working man that wants that fucking bread more than Conor McGregor. No question about it.
Oh yeah,
So-
the bird from the back alley that I found one day. That thing wanted some bread.
And on
Once
that
he
note,
gets his bread, y'all are toast.
oh, fuck off with these puns.
I like toast. You got toast?
Remember, all toasters toast.
And on that note, we're gonna take a commercial break. If you like the podcast so far, leave a comment in the live chat or in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you share on Facebook, Twitter, and the like on social media. We will be right back. Coming up next is going to be Street Fighter V and Mortal Kombat 11 talk. We will talk about Amazon making their own video game and how that kind of flopped. Comparing Xbox Series X to the PS5, which is definitely going to be something I'm going to just screen share as opposed to edit. Justice League with the Snyder cut going to be released, which I'm looking forward to that. And Kathleen Kennedy comes back at it again in the main event of Hour 2. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that dial, as Casey says, anyway. Ha ha.
There are no dials on computers. Except for the volume dial.
Don't skip to the next video then, I think. That's how that works, right? Yeah, that.
But then he ended up joining WCW and the Alliance. Because when people think WCW, they think of the guy that basically helped WWF win the war, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Eric Bischoff, Uncle Bischoff, doesn't like his nephew Eugene. And we got Coach in Ohio, sporting Michigan-colored you. Fucker. That pissed me off.
Don't even get me started on Tony Storm crying. Oh, she cried. And the glass shatters. He opens the door. And off we go. Brawl ensues. They go all the way towards the Dipping Dots section where Cody dumps his Jericho's head in the Dipping Dots.
That's my favorite part.
Next was Best Friends getting interviewed.
And somewhere, Jim Cornette had a conniption fit. I got a ticket! I got a ticket!
Get out of here!
You don't mess
Get
with me!
out of here!
I have a ticket!
And literally, security and the police escort the Nightmare family off the premises.
MJF says, how you looking now, midlife, Chris?
Do to get by, cause I keep ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me that clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me.
A table from hell with the Psycho Asylum. An Iron Man match of factorial proportions. Man.
In this fight, I will melt you down to slag.
Versus Machine.
I calculate a 0.85% chance that you will win in your current condition.
All Metal Mayhem. Colleen Horizon.
When you throw me into the wolves, I will return leading the pack.
Vera McGarden.
I'll do anything to be the warrior on top.
For the Athena title, best friends turned bitter rivals. Johnny Starr.
Don't get in the way of the start or you'll get burned.
James, the Ark Angel.
I'm the real star of this brand.
For the international title, the outsider, Mark Young. The executioner, Michael X. For the WYW World Heavyweight title. 2 out of 3 fall.
Inside.
In a hell in a cell. WYW Immortal. Now available on YouTube.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Indy Force. And now we move on to the video game. And...
Wait. Before you do, Mike, are you okay?
Yeah.
What? You talking about Mortal Kombat and shit?
Why, yes, we are, Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. We are talking about video games.
You also have Street Fighter as well.
There we go. A little bit better. Scorpion mask cost me about $60. Made out of fiberglass, by the way. So it's really fucking hard.
It's good.
It's good shit. It will last me. I've had it for about 2.5 years now. This I bought at GameStop years ago. I will be honest, this thing is ugly as fuck. So, you know.
Ugly in a good way?
Dude, I personally like it. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, teach their own. Yeah, so Mortal Kombat is... Aftermath just finally came out. It looks fantastic. I think it looks really good.
It does.
And,
it looks amazing.
Oh, Indy.
Shang Tsung is such a bitch in that thing.
Dude, I saw... By the way, Casey, if you're going to be in the dark, can you get like something like a Word document to like highlight ya?
Give me a sec.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Be able to make it pop out a little
more.
Yeah, I'm switching back and forth between Skype and Discord, so...
yeah, that explains it. The promo that I saw was of RoboCop doing his friendship thing, which was fucking hilarious.
Great, but I think
why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
I bet you can't name the band.
I can't. But I wish it was. But on an unrelated note, I wish it was sung by Randy Newman.
Hold on.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Anyway.
I like bugs.
And toys.
Star Wars. The disappointment in Mike's face.
I think this is where we cut to the static screen.
He's giving himself the mandible claw. Oh no.
Okay, so let me put this out there before James has his retard moment.
Again.
We all just had, literally all of us, like 3 out of the 4 of us just had a retard moment.
I know. One thing I will say that is really interesting is RoboCop's finally in a game, which is super sick after years of not being in one. Fujin's back, and he plays and is fantastic. And she was fun. She's not a bad character. She's definitely different from Goro in every other way. One thing I can't say...
Her fatality is brutal.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. I haven't seen Fujin's stuff yet. I haven't had the chance to look that up yet.
Fujin is pretty sick.
Yeah, I haven't seen his fatality yet. I want to...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Yeah. So, the one thing I will say that I'm really happy about is that Smash Mouth is doing the fucking friendship song.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Smash Mouth. You didn't hear it?
No, I heard it. Yeah, I knew it wasn't the original. It was Smash Mouth, which was great. Oh, man.
I mean, they had to do something to get that Shrek shit out of their system.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God, yeah. I'm sure.
Poor bastards. Sure. They will never be known for anything else as long as they exist.
Oh yeah, which is upsetting. It's like
unless you openly diss it in the new song like Jonathan Young did. He did. He straight up he sang a cover of Rockstar, and then he dissed the meme "Don't Stop Coming" and basically called it "cash it on dead memes." Woo!
But anyway. Aftermath takes place, as you can guess, right after the events of Mortal Kombat 11, which I think the story mode is fan-fucking-tastic. It's so good.
So good.
Mm-hmm. We finally get to see the relationship between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Now they're friends. Yay, they're friends.
The real Deadly Alliance.
Friends.
Yeah, they are the Deadly Alliance. Fucking Fire and Ice. It's game over. But
hey, Aaron Rift, that's what they should have been called, not Mortal Kombat. The Deadly Alliance. What?
Hey, dude, fucking Ken and Ryu were called the Street Fighters, and then I sit there and I go,
"Shut up!
Please don't bring back the cartoon. That thing is a pile of shit."
Yes!
Yes! Yes! But yeah, Mortal Kombat Aftermath looks super sick. I can't wait to get my hands on it and give it a try and see how it works. I'm most excited to play Fujin because he looks fucking insane to play. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good change of pace.
I won't even lie to you because I'm a casual. I want RoboCop, man. I'm stoked to play RoboCop.
I'll just say this: in the beginning of Aftermath, you start playing as Nightwolf, which I'm actually kind of glad because one of the best combo hitters in the game. Perfect way to start out.
You mean badass?
He is a combo nightmare.
No. Nikos, if you select Johnny Cage as the announcer, he fucking calls Nightwolf badass.
He is,
which I love. He calls him Wolfie, Chieftain. 10 seconds later, badass. Which I'm like, yeah, he is. Yeah, Nightwolf super.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's no Chief Thunder, but
pretty fucking good.
He's pretty fucking good.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
So next we're going on to Mortal Kombat, or should I say, the Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 is finally having a 5th season, which begs the question: who the hell are the new characters?
Dudley's coming back, my boy.
Rumored.
Oh, you said it was gonna come back.
I said rumored. You hear what you want.
You said he was gonna come back.
I said rumored to come back. There's actually a lot of characters that are supposed to have a return. A lot of people want to see Sean return, which is Ken's disciple from Street Fighter Third Strike, and I'm like, maybe in another game it would make a little bit more sense if they're able to get the timeline from SF2 to SF3. Because
speaking of
franchise,
speaking of Third Strike, any chance of Q showing up?
No
I'd
way.
love Q to come back.
He's already in the game.
Is he?
Yeah, I know. I wish they'd make it like an alternate attire for him.
He does.
Oh.
He does. Capcom thought they thought of they didn't think of everything. But I am very excited to see.
Why is it that they do at least half decent fighting games, but they fuck up everything else so royally?
What do you mean? Devil May Cry was great.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 5 was really fucking good. That's like the best DMC story that we ever got.
I think he's talking about a period where Capcom. He's talking about a period where Capcom were fucking up royally, literally at every turn, from like what, 2010 to 16, 17.
James, you need to remember that during that time period, a little game did come out that you and I play the shit out of.
Street Fighter 4, yes, but
yeah, that came out way before the time period you're talking about. That's 2008 is when SF4 came out, and last I think all the way up to 2014.
The recession. Don't remind me.
2008 is when it came out. And it was like the most popular fighting game of that year.
Literally, I play
and honestly,
that's my first exposure to Street Fighter.
and honestly, Mike, rightly so.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a fucking fantastic fighting game. 6 buttons, good super moves. SF5 has one problem that I'm not a fan of. Besides, the online play is fucking terrible. Which, depending on who you're connecting with, it ruins.
It's really just a bandwidth issue. Really, now it can't be worse than 2K20. I mean.
For a fighting game that is made by Capcom, it's pretty bad. SF4 didn't even bad of stuff. And I honestly think if you're gonna get fighting game netcode, get GPO. For fuck's sake, it runs everything so much smoother.
Is that what Is that what Iron Galaxy used?
Iron Galaxy used GGPO on top of Skullgirls. Skullgirls, Third Strike used GGPO. The Marvel vs. Capcom Origins used GGPO. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 used GGPO. It was like, you want the best net code for your fighting game. GGPO is exactly what you needed. And it's fantastic. It's some of the smoothest running shit you'll ever have. And
Everything you recommend, it always sounds like an infomercial.
I'm not
But
trying.
wait, there's more.
If you call in the next 10 minutes, we'll slash the price in half.
Anyway,
that means you'll get your daily dose of GPO online fighting for just -5.
I don't know.
Fuck.
It's GGPO. Get it correct, you fucking plebeian. There's 2 G's, then a P, then an O. 2 G's, a P, then an O. 2 ASUs, 1 P, and then an O.
2 ASU.
2 ASUs. Power of the us.
Haven't done that in a while.
That's a
Yeah,
man.
well, that's fucking
Dude, that owl on your shirt case looks like it's staring into my soul.
Well, it is the Hooters owl, so that's kind of to be expected.
Look at my tit.
That's not tits. That's eyes of a. Well, could
They
be.
should totally redesign the Hooters outfits to have the eyes up here, specifically.
Yeah. I feel like that would have made much more sense.
It would have been more money too.
Just walk into the table. Hi, how can I help you? Hi, tit. Well, I'll have a soda. I'll have. God.
Yo, that reminds me of the time we went to this restaurant and Casey just went to this.
Yeah. I promise you, ma'am, that's not what you think. That's not what it looked like.
And I just looked at her as like, it's exactly what he thought.
And I went, you asshole, shut up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Mortal Kombat 11 is really good. SF5 is also very, very good. Both games kind of had an awkward launch. I think that we can all agree on that. Had
100%.
Mortal Kombat 11.
No, Mortal Kombat 11 had a way better launch than fucking Street Fighter 5 did.
When it comes to online.
Yeah. Oh, no, online, absolutely, yeah. No, it was
online
janky.
was relatively rough for the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as campaign goes, Mortal Kombat 11 did a much better job promoting than SF5 did, and then just the overall first game was better as well.
Here's the differentiation between MK and Street Fighter.
Yep.
Street Fighter was never meant to have a story mode in the essence of gaming. It absolutely has some vast and important and very good fucking characters. Ryu, Ken, Akuma, Dudley. There's so many good fucking Street Fighter characters. Even Dan Hibiki is well written, for fuck's sake. Everybody's favorite joke character. But the whole thing is, we're talking about NetherRealm Studios and Capcom. NetherRealm invented fighting game story modes. They made it, they took a concept, and they reworked it and reworked it and reworked it till it was solid like a rock.
They polished that fucking turd until you could see your own face in it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's a weird analogy, though.
No, sometimes, let's be honest, MK9's story mode for what it has is not that impressive.
Yeah.
It's really not.
The gameplay is fucking great. But
MK9 has some of the best gameplay. I mean, MK10 I think is a little bit better because of the fact that there's more options in combat.
Better story, I think, in MK10.
Kind of weird.
The story's a little bit weird, but it's how do I describe it? It's the two towers. No, it's the second Hobbit movie where the first time you see smoke. That's what it is. It's that part that you're like, we're getting there. We're fucking getting the locomotion going, but it's kind of hiccuping.
It's not quite there yet.
No, it's not quite there yet. MK11 though, fantastic story mode. MK12, thoughts? Because that's where they're gonna go after this.
Yeah. Good question, actually.
Maybe that's where they're putting more stuff up. So that way when they do 12, they have more of a, okay, instead of like scrambling at the end of, fuck, what are we going to do? Time travel? No, we already did that.
No.
I think, honestly, we already had the reboot.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 9 is the reboot. We have MK11
Yeah, it
and
literally is the reboot.
MK10 and MK11, which is the new trilogy.
Yep.
So does that mean we're gonna see? Oh god, what was his name? Unagi.
Unagi, you mean?
Onaga's dead.
Oh no.
Onaga's dead. Like I think they could.
Yeah,
possibly
he's been super dead.
But Onaga's one of those things of. Casey, you and I can both agree on this. He's such a fucking PlayStation 2 villain.
He really is.
A PlayStation 2 villain. He's the original King of Outworld who takes over Reptile's body and turns him more into a reptile and less like a person, which I hate. And then...
Wait, is that why he looks the way he does in MK4 and Deadly Alliance?
That's why he looks like that in MK4 Deadly Alliance. And if you remember correctly, he is Onaga in Deception. That's why he looks really lizard-like and has the awkward tail and shit.
Interesting.
Well, fuck my ass.
I'm not a...
Casey.
Oh.
Casey.
That's going in the compilation. By the way, Case, James is definitely doing a compilation of all the gay shit you say.
Do it. Do it. I want to cringe at my gay.
Well, that's going in there, too.
Oh.
That's the beginning of that video. I want to cringe at my gay.
Just don't help your case some days, you know?
Casey can't help his case.
What case is there to help? I never had a case to begin with.
Well, your name
especially with you three assholes.
I mean, you did have a case. It's just don't say gay shit. That's the case. It solves the problem. But
let's play with that gay shit. Anyway, let's get on to the next bit here. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 and Street Fighter 5. Can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Now we move on from good storytelling and good gameplay to Amazon doing anything but. Amazon can't do anything except make a good video game and also have good customer service. Let's move on to that. Casey, if you could read this article for us, because this
give me a second to pull it up. Here we go. Okay,
it's a different thing.
So Amazon just launched a major video game, but it already looks to be a major flop. Why is that not a shock when Jeff Bezos is the cover picture?
Now, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to find a topic. I'm like, let me just take a look at what's going on in video game news. And that was the first thing that appeared, and I went, oh boy. Oh, lordy fucking...
The Bants, ladies and gentlemen. The Bants.
Lordy.
Yeah. So did you know that Amazon, the biggest company in the world, launched a big-budget new game last week?
Because I didn't get...
A couple weeks ago at this point. This article was written on May 28th, posted at 11:34 a.m. by Ben Gilbert of BusinessInsider.com.
Yep.
So the game is called Crucibal, and you're forgiven if this is the first time you're hearing about it. Also, generic title you can give a game. Let's call it the Crucible.
Well, I can think of a more generic title.
How about just
Is
call it...
John Proctor the protagonist or the antagonist?
No, I can think of a more generic title.
Salem Witch Hunt.
All right, go, shoot. Lord. Generic title, go.
Artifact. Fuck you,
Myth.
Valve.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, it choked on my tongue.
How about Mist? Huh? We gotta talk about generic game titles. How about just call it Mist? Huh?
Oh, here's one.
Well, here's one. Well, here's one thing. Well, here's the thing. Mist is actually good.
Depending on who you're asking.
Very true, but still.
Pissed me the fuck off several times because I'm like, where am I supposed to go, you fucking game?
Well, I mean, it's better than being The Thing.
Don't you dare say 2K20, you fuck.
No, I was saying The Thing.
The video game, The Thing?
Yeah. Because it's just The Thing. I know it was also based off the movie, but it is a video game and it counts. That's pretty generic.
James, The Thing game is really fucking revolutionary.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Oh, no, I love it. It's still The Thing, though.
It's still a great game.
It's generic title, though. Because it's the
No,
thing.
you want a generic...
Based from a movie.
Oh, yeah? You want a generic fucking title?
Go.
How about just having a game called The Guy? Or The Game?
The game. Oh, man, I forgot that.
Or a game called Anthem.
The Guy game. The Game Guy. That's all, man.
Anyway, despite being free to play and available on the world's largest gaming platform, that being Steam, Crucibal has already come and gone from the top 100 most played charts. As of May 21st, the day after it launched, Crucibal had around 25,000 concurrent players at its peak, which is not that much, even among free to play.
In other words, nosedive. Irrelevancy.
Oh, you don't even know. Check this out. By May 22nd, 2 days after launch, it had already disappeared from Steam's top 100. A list of most played games on Steam that bottoms out around, get this, 5,000 concurrent players.
So 20,000 just dipped, and the 5,000 stayed to play this.
Let me put this in perspective. James, how many players do you think a game like World of Warcraft has? Now, that's not free to play. That's you need to buy play.
At least a couple 100,000.
No, there's about 1 million players altogether. World of Warcraft is one of the most popular fucking MMORPGs ever made. Especially way back in the day during Lich King, they had 12 million fucking players.
My mom was one of them.
People with an account.
My mom was one of them. That was a majorly popular game, man.
World of Warcraft Lich King is the most successful MMORPG ever made. That is the most successful MMORPG ever made with 12,000 players on server. It's crazy. 12,000 people per fucking 12 million people per day. Crazy. That's a huge ass amount. Now, this game couldn't even get past 5,000. To give you an example, look up an image of... Here's a good one. Imagine going to your local indie professional wrestling fucking building.
Yeah.
You walk in there, you go, wow, this is
Best in the World 2017.
And there wasn't even 5,000 people there.
Exactly. A tiny, tiny building full of people. And then World of Warcraft exists, and that's WrestleMania size. It's fucking massive.
Bigger than WrestleMania size. It's a million people.
That's about 13 WrestleManias piled into one. Maybe more.
Yeah. That's pretty much the whole district of Weymouth, Boston, and God knows what other provinces around that area.
So really quick.
So let me just put it like this. This is a very simple way I can put it. Average attendance of Monday Night Raw during Raw's heyday. That's how many people this game lost in 2 days.
Yeah.
Do we have to say more? Oh, I got one thing I can't say.
Go.
A free-to-play game that died as soon as it appeared.
Yep.
Where have I heard this before? Casey, what's the name of that game? It came out before Overwatch and completely became fucking who cares anymore? What was the name of it? No, not Fortnite.
Fortnite. I think it was the game after Fortnite, wasn't it?
No.
For Honor?
No, not For Honor. For Honor was pretty bad because of the fact that it just was generic gameplay that people got sick of. No, it's a thing called Paladins.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Exactly. Exactly. Because guess what? Paladins came out. Not even 2 weeks later, Fortnite appeared.
Oh man.
Like, what a fucking time to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Although Call of Duty Warzone's apparently completely shit the bed on Fortnite now.
I don't know, dude, because Fortnite's still being played to this day, whether I like that.
Yeah,
or not.
but their competitor right now is COD Warzone right now. They're doing major game
But
busters right
nobody's
now.
shocked by that. Nobody's shocked that Call of Duty is trying to take.
Do we even need Casey to read that article anymore? I think we kind of proved our point of how irrelevant.
Well, let me just read this one last thing, and we can move on.
Go.
As of May 22nd, 2 days after launch, fewer than 5,000 people were playing Crucible at any given time. For your basis of comparison, the most played game on Steam averages around 1 million concurrent players. And it's a spot usually occupied by CSGO, PUBG, and Defense of the Ancients 2.
You guys couldn't even touch PUBG. You guys couldn't even fucking.
You couldn't even touch. You couldn't touch beta Fortnite.
You couldn't touch.
That's
You couldn't even
sad.
touch beta Fortnite, dude. God damn.
How
Didn't
not
even
to
get
make
close.
This is how not to make a video game, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you want to? Is it good? Does anybody actually played it? Because I don't know.
Nope.
This is the first time hearing it. I
I've already
have no
I've
knowledge
already
of
had
it.
a chance to look up some gameplay, and I went, it's
Dude,
not.
To me,
If you scroll down the article, you see like a picture of it, and immediately I'm like, nah, this does not work for me.
you know what the Crucible sounds like to me?
The Arthur Miller play?
No. Well, I mean, yeah.
I can tell you this. It's damn sure not the Doom 2016 MacGuffin.
No,
the
not
most
at all.
generic title you can give your game ever, and it's the most popular thing in the world. Doom. That's the most
100%.
generic.
Oh yeah, Doom. Oh man, how did we forget Doom out of all
Doom is
that?
the most generic title you can make your video game.
I think,
And it's the most
I think
awesome
Brutal
thing in
Doom
the world,
mod is
so it
more
works.
Rip and tear until it is done.
God damn it! How many times are we gonna bring that up?
As many
No.
as it takes.
Here's what this
As
reminds
many as
me.
it takes till it is done.
It's bullshit. So, to me, Amazon was like, "Ooh, the dong video game business. We can make the muns. Let's get the muns." And so they rushed the game and put it out after what? Maybe we'll give them credit. We'll say 3 months of development, right? That screams to me comparisons of when Vince wanted to go to football and started up the XFL in 01. That's literally the comparison. That's the best comparison out of this whole freaking thing. Is Crucible is the XFL of gaming.
And that's the whole thing. I mean, we could give gaming we'll give gaming companies shit when it comes to bad game, bad story, bad characters, bad music, bad everything. But if your game is so fucking irrelevant that you can't even get 5,000 people to actually play it per week, come on,
dude. Right.
Can I give an example?
What was the stats, Casey, that you read? What was the stat of the players that dropped?
It dropped about the average attendance of Monday Night Raw during the Attitude Era in 2 days.
Dude.
20,000 people gone in 2 days.
Dude. That screams. Okay, so 20,000 people leave. Friggin', there was a fucking thing. The first thing the guy brought up when he interviewed Vince, XFL ratings down 75%. 75%. That's what that is. That's the exact downcline. Like week 1 to week 2. Actually, I think it might be worse because what you said it took the course of like what 2 days.
Yeah.
Please.
And they lost 80% of their playership.
Yeah, that's
at
even
minimum.
Worse. That you know what? Maybe that's bad name to the XFL.
And you never thought you'd say that, huh?
No, I didn't. But it is. That's giving XFL less credit, although they are weekly in this game.
It's
so
not the difference. And here's the thing: I could give an example of a game that's lasted from 2006 and is still being played today. A mod that came out in 2008, and is still being played today, and that's called fucking Star Wars movie battles. A mod that usually has 500 players on it at max per week. And guess what? It's a fucking mod to a pre-existing game. And it has more people, more loyal people that keep coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back every single week than this pile of shit. This piece of shit can't even... This piece of shit launched and everybody went,
why?
Like, the fuck is that?
What is this abomination? The Crucible? No, more like the Abomination. What is this doing on my screen?
What have you done to the video game industry, you fucking dumb cunt? How dare you walk into my house like those? I swear to God, I'll pimp slap you with the side of my hand, you big fucking dumb cunt. Look at you, you big fucking dummy. Amazon.com deliver packages more like deliver shitty video game. How dare you? You should be castrated in front of GOAT.
For the
and
goat.
you gotta get the clippers.
that moment when you realize Filthy Frank is just roll.
God damn it. Well, moving on from complete irrelevant game to relevant in the gaming world. PS5 compared to the Xbox Series X. There we go. Screen sharing now. What do we think? Which is better?
I like the PS5 design. It looks very sleek and wow. that moment when I just completely turned into Christopher Walken.
Allow me.
Wow.
Wow. Colony.
The colony of the PS5.
The colony.
We gotta protect the PS5 colony.
Hello.
Put it like this.
I need more cowbell.
The PlayStation looks nice and sleek. It looks futuristic, and it looks good. Why did somebody bring a fucking router with an Xbox remote?
It looks like a refrigerator. They just said, you want more storage?
No.
Let's revert back to the 1970s where we will bring out the first ever computer.
You know what it... Oh, you know
and
what?
That's what they went with.
Here's a visual gag for you. Hold on a second. Gotta get it out. Oh, man. Yeah, but please don't break on me.
What's he doing?
You want a good comparison of what the freaking Series X is? Hold on. Let's Skype. There's Skype. Ready? Imagine this, but on steroids.
The Xbox Series X is 2 GameCube stacked on top of each other.
Can you do me a favor? And no, don't put it away yet. Pick it up again. You flip it to the front. Turn it all the Now flip it that. Oh my God! It's the Xbox Series X.
They gave it a mushroom and it grew.
Oh my God! It's true though, you know. It's absolutely true.
Oh man. Well, I will say this for the Xbox One Series, or rather Xbox Series X, I should say.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna pack very efficiently.
Well, no shit. It's the size of a fucking fridge.
Yeah, the same way I pack my food and juices and beverages inside this big ass container.
You got berries?
Just imagine one side opens and it's a beer storage.
Dude, you remember we were talking about freaking Megas XLR last episode? It looks like his fucking leg.
Now, Casey, if I take the screws out from the bottom of it, do I have to physically remove all the shit in it, or does a goddamn Budweiser fall from the bottom and I go, oh, that explains everything. It's a cooler.
Well, whereas the PS5 looks like a tablet, which, by the way, I really like the friggin' design of the PS5 controller. What we have here with the Xbox Series X is a giant monolith of death, hell-bent on the ontological annihilation of time, mankind, and all matter.
Hey, Casey, I bet you can grab that same remote next to the side of your bed and it doesn't look fucking different whatsoever.
It really doesn't.
No, it's literally the same. It's actually the same remote. It's the same remote
with one middle button.
You know what the funny thing about this is that
Here's your comparison.
Literally PS. Hold on, you're doing a comparison. I gotta.
Oh my god, it's a fusion. They fused the Xbox One white controller with the PlayStation 4 black controller. They fused it, and that's the PlayStation 5.
Well, there is a black controller too, Nikos, and I have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fuse.
Mass confusion. Okay.
Am I the only one that's looking at that thing and going, so when are they going to add the white button and the black button back so we can fucking finally get the Duke 2?
How about the fact that PS5 looks like it came straight out of something from Tron Legacy?
It looks exciting.
It totally does.
It does.
Now I can't unsee it, you cunt.
No. Here's something better. You give that thing the correct skin, and same thing with the remote. You have a Cyberpunk 2077 console.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking sick.
That would be perfect.
Dude, could you imagine?
Please, for the love of God, CD Projekt Red, do not let us down.
Dude, imagine if the Cyberpunk 2077 logo could be on here. That would look good. That would look good. I'm just saying.
I'd buy that.
I wouldn't be opposed. Absolutely. So there you go. So you can tell which console we like better.
Mm-hmm.
And
brought to you by Hood. It's really good, and it goes down smooth. Like Coke? Fuck it.
Hey, Mike, where the Hood at?
It's right here, my friend. Don't worry about your impoverished situation. You could just go to the Hood. Hood ice cream. Pretty good.
In the Hood.
Going from the Hood to the Justice League, we will now be talking about... That was the dumbest segue ever. We will be talking about...
I am very proud of you, my son. You are learning well the art of the stupid segue.
Yes.
That's why I branded Mountain Dew, so that way I can get away with James's dumb, retarded bullshit. Sponsored by Mountain Doodles. If you have the shit, drink it.
Do you think that's what's inside the Xbox Series X box?
It makes sense.
It does.
It's inside.
How comes that? Yeah.
It was hiding all over.
Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get to the next topic. God damn it. Okay. So Justice League starts. Justice League star Jesse Eisenberg reacts to the Snyder Cut. This is by Millicent Thomas. What the fuck, Millicent? That sounds like a supervillain right there.
Millicent Bulstrode? Slytherin?
Yeah. It's from GamesRadar.com. And we shall now go on to it. Wondering what Lex Luger himself had to say about the Justice League Snyder Cut?
Luther! Retard!
Did I say Luger?
Yes!
Yeah, you said Lex Luger.
You said it not once, but twice!
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're just stupid.
I always get them confused. Don't hate me. I do the same thing with Luthor. You know what happens? I'll look at Luger and I'll call him Lex Luthor, and then look at Lex Luthor and I'll call him Lex Luger. It's so dumb.
Huh.
Well, to be fair, Lex Luthor is a little bit of a narcissist, so.
It's true. Anyway, wondering what Lex Luthor himself had to say about the Justice League Snyder Cut news. Look no further. Speaking to Digital Spy, Jesse Eisenberg, who played the famous comic book villain in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, said that he is so happy.
I love that movie.
I meant to say Dawn. Shut the fuck up, okay? It's late. Said that he is so happy for the Snyder to finally share his very, very specific vision. I spoke to Zach a couple of weeks ago and he told me about it, the actor said. I'm so happy for him that he gets to release something he's proud of. News of the notorious Snyder Cut comes from after nearly 3 years of the fans campaigning to #release the Snyder Cut. The hashtag was used liberally on social media. I think that's how you said that. In a bid to get Warner Brothers to release the director's version of Justice League. The one Snyder had intended for audiences before leaving the project due to family tragedy. HBO Max is now set to stream Snyder's original cut next year, which is said to include new footage and visual effects. There are also rumors that the movie could be split into 6-part series or run as a singular 4-hour movie. It will be an entirely new thing, Snyder told the Hollywood Reporter. You probably saw one...
Tio.
What?
That's an hour longer. No. That's an hour longer than Endgame.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that before you guys.
It's gonna be an hour reading. Endgame.
When I'm reading, you can't interrupt me because then that's when I fuck up, and I was on a roll.
Fuck you! You gotta listen to us.
I was getting to that. I can't see you. You gotta remember. I can't actually see you.
Oh, you can't hear either? No, you became fucking situationally deaf.
When you talk, in fairness, your phone kind of cuts out anytime anybody talks. That's your phone. Don't blame me for that one. Anyway, it will be an entirely new thing, Snyder said to the Hollywood Reporter. You probably saw 1/4 of what I did, and that is actually very true. When you watch that movie, it felt like an unfinished product, completely cut. In comparison, we said the same thing about him, and I'm like, no, fuck that. We're not going to cut our shit, because then it's going to completely ruin it. So, I relate to Snyder in that one.
Extended versions are superior than theatricals.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever the movie turns out to be, it appears Eisenberg is thrilled for his friend, previously speaking on whether or not he might make an appearance in the Snyder Cut. The actor told the Toronto Sun, "I don't even know if they know what they're doing with the movies, but for me, it was exhilarating. I would love to play that role forever." Oh, that's awesome, you know. Snyder has...
He's not bad at it.
No, he's really not. Even though I'm still getting used to him.
Well,
you guys watch the
I beg to differ.
I don't know, man. I could find worse people to play Lex Luthor. It's hard for me to get used to it.
Here's the problem. He wasn't playing Lex Luger. So fucking James.
Shut up.
He wasn't.
You know what I mean? We're gonna be on all day. Lex Luthor.
He wasn't playing Lex Luthor. He was definitely playing closer to the Riddler, with how all of his crazy plans and nonsense.
Yeah, that's fair.
He appeal it all away. Luthor is more calculating. He's the mastermind of the fucking DC universe.
Yeah.
A guy who would you have played him?
Let's read the rest of this. So Snyder has already teased patient fans with a new image from his cut of Justice League. Taking to Twitter, the director revealed what appeared to be a still or piece of concept art depicting the villainous Darkseid. Ooh, I gotta see this. No news yet on what else we can expect, but the release is sure to change the DCEU forever. While we wait patiently for the mythical Snyder Cut, check out more of the best superhero movies of all time. Fuck you. Fuck you, Games Radar. You fucking promoted guy. Kids.
To play Luthor.
Yeah.
You have to be Michael Ironside.
No, Michael Ironside would have to be Darkseid.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Clancy Brown.
Oh, yes.
By the way, Millicent Thomas is a freaking woman.
Yeah, what?
Dude, I didn't told you that.
No problem.
Again, just sounds like I'm just saying, she should probably maybe get into acting just for her name alone, just because she could do great as a villain. That sounds like villainous as fuck.
Maleficent is a villain.
Yeah.
No, not Maleficent. Millicent.
Yes. Where do you think it comes from?
Maleficent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, her name is Millicent.
How did you graduating college? What the fuck? 2 and 2 together, James. For you,
I don't know.
Like, James.
Well,
James.
put it like this. Let's put it like this. College teaches you facts, not common sense.
No, agreed. But here's the problem. James's common sense is 2 + 2 equals cheese. And we're all sitting there going,
or
2 + 2 equals I'm fat.
2 + 2 equals I'm not gonna know everything just from going to college. You fuck. Shut the fuck up.
What you're saying is that education should not pay off.
Speaking of people who should shut the fuck up, Kathleen Kennedy.
And this is where I have to pull out some liquid courage.
All right, Nikos and Mike, I'm gonna leave you two to this. Actually, I'll leave you all. I'll leave all three of you.
Okay. So, some good groundbreaking information has been revealed about Kathleen Kennedy, besides the shit that we kind of already knew. I'm going to start this off with a quote by George Lucas.
Besides the fact that she's a cunt.
Listen, I don't know how she is as a human being or as an individual, but as a runner of Star Wars, she's kind of bottleneck.
As a runner of Star Wars, she's a cunt.
Hey, asshole, you cut me off again? I'm going to shove this so far up your ass, the tip's going to come out of your mouth.
God damn. Wow. Janky.
Pause. What?
Oh, God. Casey's got it.
Good stuff, Casey.
Also, Casey, I'm jealous.
No, why? Don't be. Listen, he's going to... Listen, this gentleman here, he knows what's going to happen, so... As he fucking looks like he's about to die drinking it.
Well, to be fair, it is whiskey, so...
Yeah, but
whiskey's gonna die drinking this stupidity.
Whiskey should have this nice sweet taste where you're almost unable to taste the alcohol. That's so sweet.
I'm gonna put a cap.
That's why I get this one specifically.
I'm gonna put a cap on this, okay? So we don't go over 3 hours or 3 hours and 10 minutes. You got 15 minutes to just go off. Go.
But if James wants to talk about something for 45 minutes.
Well, we've done that before, and I admit that we shouldn't do that anymore because that's what's making our.
I'll make it 15 minutes. The fuck was that?
Jeez Christ! Someone died.
My consoles fell.
Wait, your consoles or your cats?
My consoles.
All right. Before we begin, do you mind if I take a quick sip of some water so I can clear my throat?
Yeah,
go. Take a second. I bought a couple bottles of water.
And while you do that, I'm going to instant transmission myself out of here to also get something to drink. Be right back.
Oh. What? Oh, I see.
So, Kathleen Kennedy, as everybody knows, as we've talked about, through a long fucking extent of stuff. Well, I'll start it with the quote. George Lucas, ladies and gentlemen, has said this. When asked questions about Kathleen Kennedy, and it was, "I wish I never hired her."
Yep.
That's pretty fucking bad.
Yep.
Not only is Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and Lucas attempting to try to fix the nonsense, try to fix at least a bit of the mess that was caused by no direction. There was no direction in this trilogy. If you're fans of these characters, you have you absolutely have that as an option. But for everybody else, including myself, this was less than desirable for many, many, many reasons.
Can I give an example of why I don't like it myself? Kylo fucking Ren.
No, he's a good character. Adam Driver's a very good actor. It's just the character kind of has problems.
That's my point.
Yeah. Adam Driver's coming back, which is going to be nice. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and Lucas are going to be cutting a lot of Rey stuff. I don't know what they're going to do primarily when it comes to fixing the new trilogy, but I trust Lucas having his hands on it for the fact that no matter at the end of the day, if you hate the prequels as much as you do, at least it's a fucking concise story. You can watch the first into the second into the third, and you go,
"Okay, I get it."
Yes,
Yeah.
and to drop some information on you that I've been rewatching over and over again the new trilogy, just to make sure I have all my information correct. Are you ready for this shit, good sir?
No.
Rey becomes a Master Jedi in 7 days.
I'm here.
Hey, you didn't get mugged this time.
And basically, Rey has the anime protagonist.
She becomes a Master Jedi in 7 days.
Jesus Christ.
7 days, Master Jedi.
I call bullshit.
Now, how long does it usually... Let's see. Yoda trained for 900 years to become a Master Jedi. Fucking Kenobi trained for...
Close to 40.
60 plus years, roughly, to become a Master Jedi. Let's be honest, he's a Master Jedi by the time he meets Luke. Because he has wisdom, he's wise, he knows exactly who he is as an individual. He knows how the Force works, he gets how everything happens the way that it does. And I don't like picking apart these movies, I really don't. But
they make it too easy.
They make it too easy. Like, Starkiller Base gets blown up in the first movie. Why? That should have been the end of all this shit. That should have been, oh, they do the first test fire, and it didn't work. So now they have to try to figure out how to fix that properly. And that's what makes it the super weapon in the next fucking 2 movies. Instead of just doing, you know how he built the Death Star one time and then he built it again? Well, on top of building the Death Star and building the second Death Star, he builds Starkiller Base, which is shown to us in Jedi Fallen Order, which if you haven't played yet, please do. It's very fucking good. That's my game of the week. It's fantastically well put together, and is a very good open-world Star Wars game with Dark Souls-style combat mechanics and a very open and rich environment that finally has your final boss become, well, your final boss is, of course, the bad guy of all, the greatest bad guy of all time. The greatest bad guy of all time.
The fucking boy. Yep. Yeah. Now, while we're talking about games of the week, mine, if it wasn't obvious already by our going off about it earlier, is Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath for one very specific reason.
Shankson.
If you're say again?
Shankson.
No. As good as he is, no. If you're a longtime fan of this series, there is a moment that you have been waiting for a very long time to see. If you haven't played it, I won't spoil it, unless Mike just said it there and I would completely cut him off, which is, let's be honest, very... 20 years, yeah. Well, 20 years in my case. Some people have probably been waiting a lot longer. But yeah, that moment finally happens. If you don't know what it is, I won't spoil it. If you do know what it is... The feels, man.
Yep.
The fucking feels.
Nikos, good sir. So that way we can get this stuff out of the way and we'll get back into the Star Wars shit.
Sure. My game of the week is Day of Defeat, which is an old multiplayer game developed by Valve.
Yeah.
Basically, it's your World War II European side of the war fronts. I found the PC disc version of the game while cleaning out my shed. Haven't been able to try it yet on my computer, but
I would not recommend it. You know your computer's a piece of shit.
It won't be able to properly.
Yeah, true. It was just in fact, it wasn't like my preferred game that I played. It was actually my dad's, and he doesn't actually remember a lot of it. So just from looking at the gameplay and the story, I figured, I guess they were trying to do something, but it just kind of lost my memory. Besides, it was made by Valve. It's easily one of their more forgettable games.
Yeah. My game of the week is Split Second. I've been playing it again recently, and it's always so fun playing that game because it's one of the best racing games I've ever played just because there's so much happening. But it's like, it's not overboard, but it is like, it feels like I'm playing an action racing game. And
it is one of the most controllable racing games that I think I've personally played besides... Casey, what's the one that you happen to have for your console that is the open world US map?
The Crew.
Yes, that's also very fun. More Katie than Split Second, but very good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Split Second is available on what?
Split Second's available, I would assume, on for Xbox 360.
It's on Steam,
I don't know.
Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and also, I believe, maybe the Nintendo, but I highly doubt it would be on Nintendo.
Yeah, I doubt it. But I know it is on Xbox 360 because that's what I did. That's how I played it. I was actually, fun fact, I was actually one of the play testers. I didn't even realize I was a play tester for the demo of Split Second. Because they had like a whole section at the first PAX East event for Split Second, and I played the fuck out of it. Dude, I must have been there for like hours playing that thing. It was so fun.
It's called addictive gameplay, and that's what people really want.
That's what you need.
And I'm glad you enjoyed it. So those are our games of the week. Back to
the bullshit.
Back the cunt.
So Adam Driver is coming back.
Sorry.
I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait till the chuckle fuck is done.
You're not helping. Shut up.
I just pointed out the obvious.
Unnecessarily, but yeah.
No, I kind of did. I just didn't expect him to have that reaction.
Dude, it's the Jim Beam laughing.
I'll wait. Then I can't see. We'll wait as long as we have to figure out that.
Oh,
how o'clock at night? I'll wait.
What's the hardest case he's laughed on a podcast? This one or the AEW address where I said the Diamond Cutter?
I think I laughed harder with the Diamond Cutter you shall receive, but this was pretty good.
Close. Anyway, Mike, continue.
Okay, so Kathleen Kennedy has been proven throughout the course of her history with Lucasfilms and Disney. She has no fucking idea what she's doing. She has no fucking idea what she's doing, and she just wants to push an agenda instead of... Star Wars isn't about an agenda. Star Wars has never been about that. It's about trying to get you trapped into a world and give you some interesting and very fun storytelling. That's what it's been about, roughly.
It's universe building.
It's a universe built thing.
Story-driven characters.
And the fact that she cut, by the way, really quick, so that way I can put this out there. Kathleen Kennedy cut 24,000 years of Mandalorian history. 24,000 years of Mandalorian history. So she can push Finn being a cuck in 3 movies. 24,000 years of Mandalorian history, gone. The entirety of the Knights of the Old Republic series, gone. The entirety of the Chronicles of Qui-Gon Jinn, gone. Count Dooku's Chronicles, gone. The whole side story where fucking Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon go to the planet Mandalore and try to help the Duchess Satine. Try to survive on a planet. Try to survive on a planet with Death Watch hunting them down for a year. Yeah, don't worry about that story.
The Yuzhong Vong War.
Gone. Dude, we had 24,000 years of history.
The entirety of the Galactic Alliance. Gone.
Yeah.
Cade Skywalker, gone. Jason Solo, which, by the way, you like Dave Filoni, he did bring back
we need Kylo Ren instead.
I'm okay with Kylo Ren. Everybody has a problem with him. I go, he's a good character.
He's a bitch.
Here's the problem.
Look.
The actor is good. The character has problems. And I'll admit that.
The biggest problem I have with the character is the people writing him.
Yes.
That was his biggest flaw.
Can I say
that's fine, but that doesn't change the fact that he was still a whiny bitch.
You know what the problem comes in? They wrote him too much like prequels Anakin. He's such fucking prequels Anakin, it's not even funny. And I brought this up to Nikos, and I think Nikos agreed with me on this. How does Kylo know the voice of Vader at all?
If he's never actually met him.
He's never met him. He's never heard him talk. He has no idea how Vader sounds.
Telepathy. Fuck it.
That is a huge plot hole. I could understand if they said, well, Vader's done this and that and everything else in case he left because he's an alcoholic and he has problems, and now he's actually going to be nice and not talk shit. Mistake. Funny as hell. So anyway, here's where the problem comes in. Here's where the problem does come in with Kylo. And same thing with Rey. They're not interesting. I'm not sitting there going, oh, Rey, what a fucking smart character. James, I'm going to give you the Rise of Skywalker in about less than 3-minute time.
Go.
Ready?
Yep.
Here I go. So, Rey finds a dagger that looks like it's from the ancient Sith Lord time period. No, it was made 40 years ago by some guy that Palpatine met that it's never been brought up ever again. Awesome. Her parents? Well, it turns out at the end, they're the fucking children of fucking Palpatine, which also makes no sense, because that guy, you're telling me he would have a bloodline? I highly doubt it. On top of the factor, she goes to the planet where there's a piece of the Death Star left. Problem, Death Star was fucking eradicated into space dust.
It was obliterated.
Doesn't matter. She goes and finds this holocron-shaped object called a Wayfinder that brings them to a planet where the original Sith homeworld is. Problem, the original Sith homeworld is called Korriban. It's not. It's called Exert, or something close to that. So she goes to this planet. No, sorry. She fights Kylo, stabs Kylo. Kylo's about to die. Force healing gets fucking brought into the universe because Deus Ex Machina, she knows how to do it. For she trained alone by herself on a planet for a fucking year. Trained by herself on a planet, Jedi Master, for a year. Bullshit. Not just that. She then heals Kylo, which, by the way, James, if you don't mind, I would also like a supercut of every single time that we see Finn run up behind and scream, "Rey! Rey! Rey!"
You kind of already did it for me just there.
He says Rey 46 times in that whole trilogy.
Sorry, I passed out. I passed out because I was bored with that 3-minute explanation.
I'm not even done. I'm not even done. I had the 3-minute time limit does not stop.
Okay, go.
So, while in the middle of a lightsaber fight, Finn runs up screaming Rey. What a fucking moron. Don't even know why that character's even in this, besides the fact that we were going to make him into a Jedi, but then we completely cut that because go fuck yourself. Interesting storytelling, not happening. Then we decide to keep moving forward. We're going to keep moving forward. They go to the planet, they meet Palpatine and a bunch of Sith, which is impossible because the Sith have the rule of 2. That doesn't matter anymore. The rule of 2.
The rule made by Darth Bane.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. The reason why Darth Bane...
One of the most badass Sith of all time.
Yeah.
Just gone.
Yep, gone. Even though Dave Filoni has tried to bring back Darth Bane and Revan. Anyway, I'll go into that later. So, she goes to the planet. She meets Palpatine. Somehow. No fucking idea. For some reason, C-3PO can translate ancient Sith text. Which makes no fucking sense on how that's a thing. But whatever, he just knows how to do it, I guess. So, they go to this fucking planet. They fight Sidious. Rey fights the same 6 fucking troopers twice. They didn't even cut it. It's literally the same shot from 2 different angles. What a bunch of lazy...
What are you doing?
She fought the same fucking 6 guys twice. Kylo has a fight. It's something. He becomes a Jedi, whatever. They fight Palpatine. Ready, James? I'm going to blow your mind. Ready? Look at the camera. I want you to look at the camera so that way the audience can get your perspective.
Yep.
Chancellor Palpatine annihilates an entire armada with Force lightning. Why the fuck did he build the Death Star then? He annihilates an entire armada of ships with Force lightning. Also,
throws them straight in the air and obliterates them.
That just gave me an aneurysm, you know.
I'm not done. I'm not done, good sir. You know how he gets defeated? Not with one, but 2 lightsabers.
All Mace Windu could have done to deflect his Force lightning was stolen Anakin's lightsaber and just pushed it into Palpatine's face.
So you're telling me that this character, this big badass villain's weakness, is X gon' give it to you? Are you fucking high? Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Kathleen Kennedy goes, Abrams, do whatever you want, but you know what? Let's make a robot that is a social justice warrior robot on an actress who's never, ever heard of the word droid.
I hear another fucking goddamn agenda social justice warrior bullshit. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, James,
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
James,
it's not over yet.
James, you ready for the best part? Kylo gets hurt. Oh, sorry, Rey's gonna die. So Kylo heals Rey. And then they embrace in a kiss. And everybody else in the theater, when I saw this, went, wait, really?
When were they ever in a relationship?
Okay, I guess they're in a relationship. I guess they want... Oh, okay, what the fuck ever. Even though that is even creepier for the fact that they are the grandchildren of the Master and the Apprentice.
It's straight up incest.
Not incest. It's... Oh, wait, actually, yes, it is.
It's incest. It's incest.
Thank you for reminding me of that little factoid. If somebody doesn't know what we're talking
Kathleen
about...
Kennedy is an incest supporter, confirmed.
Yeah.
And then Kylo drops dead.
Are you ready for the most go fuck yourself line of the whole movie?
Go.
She goes to Tatooine. She grabs... By the way, Princess Leia was a Jedi the whole time. Then why the fuck were they looking for Luke?
Exactly.
Anyway, so she had Leia's lightsaber and Luke's lightsaber. She goes back to Tatooine and buries them on the farm. Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's farm. And then she pulls out her own lightsaber. And Casey, what do we learn her color crystal happens to be?
Fucking yellow.
Which, if you don't know what this means, so here's how the color scheme in Star Wars works. Blue is a Jedi Guardian, green is a Jedi Counselor, yellow is a Jedi Sentinel. You're telling me that she's a Jedi Temple Guard? She's Bastila Shan? She's Bastila Shan in the new universe? What the fuck?
Kill this fucking new trilogy.
Oh, James, it's not over
yet. In a blazing inferno, covered in dog turds, on top of more dog turds.
James, are you ready for the kicker? The kicker. Some random woman comes by and asks her the question, what is your name? And she goes, my name is Rey. What is your last name? Then the Force ghost of Luke and Leia appear. And you know what you know what she says? My name is Rey. Rey Skywalker. You.
I am so glad Lucas and Filoni is redoing this.
Now,
I am looking forward to this.
Can I give a...
No. Let me talk.
Fuck you. Shut up.
Kill the series. Dead. In Inferno. More dog turds. We need more. We need the whole military of dog turds. Okay. You do that. Don't even bother trying to write new characters or the characters that were moved. Just bring back the goddamn expanded universe, and just pretend this didn't exist, please. For the love of God. I don't even care. We'll forgive you.
There aren't some. I'm not saying that there aren't some good ideas in there. Like, oh, Starkiller Base. I actually like that. A fucking super weapon that's a planet. We actually get to see it in Jedi Fallen Order getting built on Ilum, which is a planet where they get kyber crystals from. That's actually pretty fucking cool. The problem comes in is this, and I'll say it very quickly so that way we're not on this topic forever, so we can go cut to commercial break and then hopefully finish this up properly.
Yes.
Yeah. I love this franchise more than the 3 that are in here, to the point that I've been reading the book since I was 7 years old. I've been reading the book since I was 7 years old. And Filoni specifically did something I was never going to expect a writer to do.
Go.
James, season 7 of the Clone Wars finally happened.
Yes.
And it is one of the best lightsaber fights of the entire fucking series between 2 characters that honestly are the best 2 parts of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Ahsoka Tano fighting Darth Maul, and they use motion capture. They mocapped Darth Maul. Guess who his fucking motion capture actor is?
Who?
Ray fucking Park.
The original Darth Maul comes back one more time to play the character in another format. However, they have their fight, and Maul, when he is about to fall to his death, Ahsoka is trying to save him, and you know what he says? Let me go, I want to die. Because he knows exactly what's about to happen very fucking quickly. By the way, this whole thing is taking place during the Siege of Mandalore and the end of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. That's happy.
All of a sudden, Ahsoka goes on a ship with Captain Rex, and I believe Colonel Jason. I think so.
Yeah,
it's been a while. She gets on the ship, and you know what she hears within a couple seconds?
What?
Unlimited power. What have I done? Through the Force, an echo in the Force of the moment where Anakin turns into Darth Vader, the exact moment where he becomes Vader. And then all of a sudden, you see Rex pull up his little fucking holographic display in his hand, and you hear, execute Order 66, and it's now time to survive on a fucking battleship, on a fucking Star Destroyer-sized cruiser full of clone troopers, with Darth Maul aboard. Dude, he decapitates clones with fucking sheets of metal. It's badass. Maul finally gets the justice that he deserves, and it's the sickest shit ever.
Now, you go ahead and tell me that Clone Wars is just for kids. If you watch that massacre scene alone, you'll change your perspective. Holy shit.
There's a reason it's on it. There's a reason it was on Adult Swim for a while. On the Toonami side.
Dude, Maul fucking grabs a clone by the arm while the door is closing and severs his arm with the door.
It's so
cool. It's fucking sick. It's so brutal.
And yet, probably the best moment of the entire show, at least in my opinion. and Mike, some of you guys will probably know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I start talking.
Mm-hmm.
You will pay for your insolence. Insolence? We're pirates! We don't even know what that means!
That's a good one. But Casey, I have a better moment for you.
Please.
Which is the last bit of season 7. We get a shot of the Empire going to the planet. Where Ahsoka Tano and Captain Rex are supposed to be dead. They go onto the planet. Vader walks through the snow, and he finds a lightsaber and ignites it. This is the first time ever and the last time ever you will ever see Vader hold a blue lightsaber in his hand, which is fucking awesome. And you see the reflection of the blade through his eye. You can see bits of Anakin inside the lens when it ignites. It's so fucking beautiful, and it leads directly into Rebels. You can now go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Clone Wars into Rebels, and you know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You are not questioning these characters' motivations, what they're trying to do. You understand everything. And as I've told James before, the greatest lightsaber fight ever done is literally 3 moves. And it's between Darth
and it's
Maul.
in Rebels.
It's in Rebels. Darth Maul versus fucking Ben Kenobi is one of the best fights ever for the fact it ends in 3 goddamn moves. Ben is such a skilled master swordsman that he is able to kill Maul in 3 fucking moves. It's so good. So,
would it be safe? Would it be safe at that point to call Obi-Wan a samurai?
Yes.
He is a samurai. Look at his whole guard. He is a samurai.
Yeah,
By every
absolutely.
single annotation of the word.
And you don't see a lot of those among. Yeah, you don't see a lot of those among the Jedi Order.
Yeah. Kathleen Kennedy, let's give a la 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 la. Hey, hey. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, next commercial break coming up. When we come back, lots of music news, including for the Dropkick Murphys and the Gorillaz. And then we will be talking about David Dobrik being a nice guy, and also something not so nice to close out this episode. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hit that like button.
Yeah, I can finally put this shit away.
50. Can we get 10 likes on this video? 10 likes. Let's
10 likes. Can we do
it?
No. Do it now, or I massacre you like Tusken Raiders.
Oh. Ooh.
Hibiki TMD on YouTube, retro gaming, pro wrestling, podcast, Terry Bollea, Hibiki Honors, Hibiki Quickie, everything in between. Hit that subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. And hey! Watch out for pedestrians, pal! You on the bike! Slow down! Hit that subscribe down below. Check us out at the Hibiki TMD on Twitter, Hibiki TMD on YouTube. Oh, the goddamn goodness.
What's up, bitches? Are you tired of being bored during quarantine? Well, to pass the time, check out hundreds of free classic games on PlayEmulator.com. This site offers so many classic titles from the Nintendo Entertainment System, all the way to the Game Boy Color. They also have a huge PSX library, along with an even bigger Sega library. The collection is massive and has hundreds of games, including, but not limited to, Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, the original Streets of Rage, Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man, WWF No Mercy, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Virtual Pro Wrestling, Super Mario 64, F-Zero and F-Zero X, the original Tetris, Contra, WCW NWO Revenge, Doom 64, all Street Fighter 2 titles, Pokemon X and Y, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, the Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and much, much more. They also have a small section for MSX including the original Metal Gear. There are also fan-made emulators you can play, including Shadow in Sonic, Mario vs. Sonic.exe, Simpsons Streets of Rage, and a Street Fighter 2 version of Street Fighter 5. Go on PlayEmulator.com and enjoy the fun, fellow gamers, because this shit's super fun, yo. Indy Force approved.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna move on to music now. We talked Alright, yeah. So, this is interesting, and I actually did catch a little bit of this when I was eating dinner one night with the fam. Streaming out of Fenway, the Dropkick Murphys Fenway Park concert with Bruce Springsteen live via satellite, which I couldn't believe, by the way. I actually saw him play a song. I couldn't believe how in sync they got it. I didn't understand how they did it. Anyway, this is written by Kevin Slane, I should say, of Boston.com.
I thought you were going to say Kevin Steen? What?
No, Kevin Stain, but it's actually Kevin Slane. Or Stelane, I think.
Let me pull it up. I'll see if I can figure it out.
No, it's Slane. I added the T.
Yep, Kevin Slane.
Following their St. Patrick's Day concert, the band is playing streaming out of Fenway, an event during which the band will perform on the Fenway Diamond for a completely empty park. The free concert, which will feature guest appearance from Bruce Springsteen, will begin Friday, May 29th at 6 p.m. So this already happened last Friday. If you guys want to check it out, definitely go check it out. And it'll be, it's already streamed at 6 p.m., so I don't need to read that. It will be streamed on the band's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. See, I wish I could do what they're doing because I didn't know how to do Twitter. So, Dropkick Murphys, if you're watching this, hit me up. I need to figure this out.
Teach him how to do shit because we do not know how to do shit either.
I only know Mixer and Twitch. But anyway,
teach him the ways of the dirty glass.
I got Mixer, Twitch, and freaking YouTube now figured out. I just can't figure out Periscope or Twitch or Twitter, whatever it is. But yeah, has anybody actually seen that? I saw a little bit of it, and
I have not watched it, but Bruce Springsteen and the Dropkick Murphys in concert together, interesting. I will probably check it out at some point in the future.
Yes. Yeah. The video's there and the link as well. The link to the article will be in Districting. Districting? What the hell is a districting?
That's a new mouth. That's
retarded.
That's a new mouth. He hasn't gotten it quite broken in yet.
No. I've been trying to get this working for the last 24 years. Okay, in the description, the article will be in the description, which will
easy for you to say.
Video, which will be below the article. So there you go. That's what I've been trying to say.
Fucking easy for you to say.
Yeah. I don't want to listen. I don't want to hear it, Mister. Hey there, Miss. How you doing? Can I get a? Yeah.
We should all talk for a living. I get it.
We have no voice for radio, and we definitely don't have the faces for it either.
Idea what's going on.
Hey, we don't have the voices for radio, but at least we have the face.
We have a face for radio and the voice for audio. No, and the voice for video.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what that meant, but fuck it.
Okay.
Anyway. This is so that was a me thing for the music. Mike, you have this topic coming up. This is you for the Gorillaz.
Gorillaz.
I actually really like the Gorillaz. They were one of the. It was one of the first really fucking phenomenal concerts that I can talk about off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that the staging, the setup, the presence, everything is done professionally. So they're coming out with a new album in 2021. They just released something in 2020 as well, but I heard that they're supposed to be coming out with a brand new album between 2021 and 2022. If you don't know who the Gorillaz are, they're the most experimental rock group that you'll ever get.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they do I Think I'm Paranoid? Or am I thinking of Garbage Inc?
I think you're thinking of Garbage Inc.
Yeah, you're doing Garbage Inc.
We're talking about Feel Good Incorporated, Dirty Harry. You know, the classics. Their shit that's super fucking good.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. That's like one of my favorites.
Coming on. Somebody lift me out of my cage. Now time is me to nothing that I'm counting.
Oh my god, the meme version of that song is hilarious. I ain't happy. I'm in a bag.
It's funny, but I think it kind of ruins just the general bits and pieces that are in the song itself.
No, I agree. That's true with anything. They freaking did the same thing with Eminem's freaking song.
As I said, if you're looking for a group that will try anything, they've worked with Daft Punk. They fucking work with some of the biggest names out there that you can get.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dare is fantastic. Melancholy Hill, a part of the Plastic Beach album, very good. Demon Days as a whole is a fucking fantastic album.
Yeah.
They have some of the most iconic art. On top of the fact that their fucking band is huge.
Yep.
We're talking about more than like 10 members in the fucking band. And the main thing is not them, it's the 4 cartoon characters made by the guy who did made by the individuals that did what is it called? Tank Girl.
Yep.
Which is a very good comic.
Along with the most iconic album cover in fucking history, with the 4 cartoon characters in a Windows format.
Yeah, that's Demon Days. Demon Days is one of the best album covers you're ever going to get for how simplistic it is. but you understand everybody in it within seconds.
Yeah.
There's so much lore, it's not even funny. There is lore with the band and how they all formed. Like, there's an entire thing that you can go watch. They're animated characters that had an MTV Cribs episode.
Yeah.
And isn't one of their characters like a pre-existing character?
Technically, yes.
The green guy with the sunglasses.
Oh, Murdoch?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's not pre-existing. Everybody keeps saying that. He's not a pre-existing character.
He looks
it's just
like
one of those things of. It's one of those things of. It looks relatively similar to something else, but it's not. Trust me. One thing I can say is there's 2D, Noodle, Murdoch, and of course I think the last one is Russell, which are the 4 major band members. My God, the music videos are so creative and interesting. If you've never heard of them, please go check out their new album. It's fantastic. I think the music is, as I said, it's every album is something new. You'll always find at least a couple tracks on there that you're going to want to listen to, but it's all different. At least it's different, and it's not the same shit every single fucking album.
Yeah. I appreciate albums that will go outside the box in every tune. It's one of the reasons why I like Dissimulation.
Exactly. It will try something different. If you like them, go right ahead. If you want to use the if you're a C0-VID guy and you really like that type of music, fuck's sake! I mean, that was the intro to the Disciples of Darkness. Yeah, the theme for the Asm's theme is literally the laugh from Feel Good Incorporated.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's such a good fucking bit of music.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Feel good. Yeah.
Dude, that song made me want to play the bass super hard. Like,
super. Feel good. Let's talk. Let's talk about a nice guy. Speaking of nice bands, we move on to a nice guy. David Dobrik. He did a nice thing, and we got a Scarce link, and we're gonna play it because it's a very heartwarming story. And in these times, well, we
kind of need these.
We kind of need these. So let's play it.
It's okay.
It's right in the beginning. It's right in the beginning of this video. Well, we got an ad.
Made history.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. And our first story today comes from KSI. So KSI actually recently went on.
Hold on. Maybe it wasn't the first story. I thought it was the first story.
No. Really quick.
There it is. It's later on.
Yeah, really quick. That thing that just came on the commercial. Fantastic movie, by the way. I would recommend.
Parasite is a great movie. Like,
Dude,
I was shocked to see how many awards it won at the Oscars.
Dude, the crazy thing is all the sets are fucking CG. They just rotoscoped all the animation, which is even fucking better, so it looks real.
All right, let's do this. Let's play this. Let's play this story.
Respectful. Now, our next story of today comes from David Dobrik. So David Dobrik recently posted on his TikTok here showing that he actually wrote something on a $1 bill. It's a secret message and he didn't share it with anyone. And David says here that the first person to find this $1 bill will actually get $10,000.
All right, hi guys. So I have this dollar bill, right? I'm gonna write my name on this, right? There. And if someone finds this dollar with the secret message that's written on the back of it that only I know, so I know that it's my dollar, I'm going to give you $10,000. So if you find this dollar from getting change from anything, duet this video and I will get your information and I will send you $10,000.
Okay, I just used.
All right, the dollar is in circulation. Good luck. First person to duet me wins $10,000. Go.
And the crazy part is only a week after David originally posted this video, one of his viewers really did find this $1 bill. And David gives her $10,000 for this. It's actually pretty amazing.
No way, you have it? Oh my God. Okay, I'll trade you. I'm gonna take my dollar back and you take this $10,000.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got it back. That's crazy. I just spent this like 2 days ago.
Now our next story of today.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? That's insane.
Questionable, but
somebody was looking
wholesome, depending on your view.
Why do you think it's fake? Go ahead, say it. Do you think it's fake?
I'm gonna give you $10,000 just so I can get my dollar back.
You know what? It's not far-fetched if you write something on that. Typically, I can see it actually legitimately happening. I can totally see it being faked, but until it's proven, I'm gonna call it right now what it is. It's a heartwarming story, and that looked like a raw, genuine reaction. Cause she got 10 grand. I wish
So
that
she can piss
happened.
it all away next week.
I have one thing to say.
Go.
I know I'm gonna look like an asshole for saying it like that.
No fucking shock, it's Mike.
I know, right? I think that the video could be faked, and I'll explain why. Money in circulation takes a long fucking... Okay, he got his dollar back in 2 days. Bullshit. And let me explain why. If you don't mind, let me explain.
Okay.
If I wrote on a dollar bill today, I wouldn't see that thing back in fucking 10 years.
Well,
money fucking circulates.
It also depends on where he's at. If his fan base is primarily big where he's at,
fair.
I could see it happening. I could still see it being legit. So I'm gonna just treat it like it's legit, and the girl was happy that she got 10 grand by a YouTuber she really likes. That's how I'm gonna treat it. If it comes out as fake, then oh well. But I want to treat it like real, because we need real good stories and happy stories, especially.
Agree.
Especially considering the fact that
I have my own thing with it that it might be. I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying that it might.
No, we get it. We get it.
We got it. But I'm gonna treat it like it's a good, humble story. And to be honest, especially with what we're talking about last, we kind of needed it, because oh boy,
fucking boy.
If you missed it, good for you.
Let me get the video up before I screen share this time. We're gonna play it. We're gonna just it's ready for us right now. Great. Okay, so there's no ads or whatever. We're gonna play it this time. Yoda finally making his debut to the Indy Force, which, by the way, the guy that does these videos that we've been referencing is Pimp Master Broda. Definitely give him a subscribe. His link will be in the description. Let's play this shit.
Scaling back live streams, YouTuber Skyrim Grandmother announces she is for the sake of her health after an onslaught of patronizing comments she receives. An unusual turn of events, this certainly is. Adored and beloved, this grandmother is by the Skyrim community. Out of their way, even the lowest of those wouldn't go to insult a grandmother. Interesting. It appears lied they have. Who you are, I don't know, Fiji 24/7, or your ideas where you get them from. But patronizing comments, there were none. Due to health, scaling back my videos, I am, yes. Very nice, most of the people on my channel are. Delete this, I do wish you would, so go away, it would. It appears, in gaming journalism, a new low has finally been reached. Your own audience, you're attacking, while simultaneously using a grandmother as a shield. Punk-ass behavior, that truly is, but not entirely unexpected from your kind. Very mad, I would be too, if college I went to, in clickbait articles, I was stuck writing for slightly above minimum wage. And a powerful out ratio, now receiving you are, Fiji 24/7, but at least Twitter comments you can now turn off next time, so lie you can, and easily embarrassed you won't be for Jack Dorsey, think you can for that. Before I go, however, wish to say that Skyrim Grandmother, more respected and loved she will be than anything Fiji 24/7 can do and will ever do. In fact, willing to bet I am that outlive your trash clickbait website, she will. And with plenty of years to spare. I know I will. Punk bitch! Punk bitch!
All right, we'll let James
other
reset
words.
himself for a couple seconds.
What?
In other words, gaming journalism is a crock of shit.
Oh, it's a joke.
I just watch
The best
quick,
news source ever.
Really quick, so that way it can be said. Gaming journalism is a fucking joke.
Dude.
And has been for quite a while.
For fuck's sake, Filthy Frank is like the first person to point that out, that video game journalism was a fucking joke.
Journalism as a whole is kind of a dick.
Yeah, let's be real. This isn't just gaming journalism. This is pretty much a burial of journalism, the whole. That includes gaming journalism, that includes wrestling journalism, that includes just political journalism, every kind of fucking journalism you can apply that goddamn video to.
It's upsetting because of the fact it's like you can't report false information for a fucking story. It makes you look like an asshole at the end, and I hope that individual lost his job because of it. You don't have the right to report about somebody's life that you have no fucking idea who they are or what they're dealing with. If they're having health issues, they're having health issues. Here's what you do. You get on your phone, right? You type the number in, right? You type the number in on your phone, and then you put up to your ear, and you have an interview with them and ask them, hey, your community is just wondering what's happening to you. Do you mind if we do a quick interview to try to figure out what's going on? That way your community is informed and we get a story out of it. No, instead, let's fucking assume, which makes an ass out of you, me, and everybody else that happened to have read the story.
Yeah.
So, who's the article writer, by the way?
VR27 or whatever the fuck.
VT247.
Yeah, VT247, I think.
You people should be disgusted of your behavior. The fact that you are willing to jump down just to jump all over his story within, even if it's not true, is not okay.
Right.
It's not okay. It will never be okay. And the fact that you're even thinking about that, it's fucked. It's not right.
She never even said that, too. She never even made a video that was titled that. She never tweeted it out. She never said anything of that fucking nature. Okay. You said it was like, what, because of harassment or whatever, so it was a mental health thing. And I don't know if that was you capitalizing on all the mental health fucking shit that was going on anyway. But that's just fucked up. If you wanted to say in an article, where has she been? Could she be suffering from mental health in an article? Still kind of tasteless, but it could be, you know what, all right, it's just an opinion article, you know, pass it to the side and move on. You presented this as fact. As fact. You presented this as like, oh, this is what happened. And in turn, guess what? It wasn't what happened at all. Fucking pagans. Jesus Christ.
I don't know about you guys, but I sense an induction about to happen.
Yeah, VR27? Whatever the fuck his name is? Yeah, fuck him.
VG247, yeah.
VG247? Da 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 da.
He's an asshole, he's an asshole, he's an asshole, he's an asshole, yeah.
Alright, boy. I think it's time for you to bend over so we can give you induct you properly into the Asshole Hall of Fame.
Gonna give you some belt lashings.
Yeah, where we come from, it's okay to get some whippings to some naughty little boys.
What
I'm trying to say, what I am trying to say.
Wait a minute. No, we're gonna pump the brakes. What?
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, fine. I'll make it better.
No. Your definition of making it better is making it worse, Mike.
That's the point.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say it like this. Yeah. You have no right to report a story if you do not have facts.
No.
It's okay to be like, hey, there's something going on in the world today. I need to report what's happening. Or hey, a YouTuber is having some mental health issues and hasn't been on the platform for a little while, and maybe it's good to let the audience know. But if you don't even give the fucking person the common courtesy to give them a phone call and ask them the fucking question,
or at least shoot them an email.
Give them I can't do this anymore because this isn't real. You got to give them a phone call and you type it in and you hold it up against your ear and you go, hey, and the person on the other end, yes. Is there something going on in your community that you would like to talk about? Maybe, give your own opinions on what's going on. No, not really. And I would be more happy if you didn't call me again. That's fair. Have a good afternoon. Go fuck yourself too.
I mean, yeah, that's usually how they usually go.
It's tasteless. It doesn't provide quality. It doesn't fucking make anybody better. It just makes you look like a scumbag.
By the way, this is not. As you were saying, Case, go.
A scumbag and an idiot.
All in one. Skidiot.
That sounds like a bad Pokemon.
Skidiot.
No, I choose.
Skidiot, I choose you.
And I'm gonna type up some stuff that's false.
In other words, BG247. You are a fucking moron.
What's a good headline? Keemstar fucked my dog.
Speaking of fucking, can we talk about the other thing really quick?
Go.
So Tana Mongeau.
What?
Oh, boys.
I knew you were gonna bring this up.
I had to talk about it at least once in my lifetime.
What?
So Tana Mongeau has started an OnlyFans account. I will let you know that I have watched the trailer. And it is as disappointing as her entire career.
Oh no.
Can we just briefly talk about the fact that I don't even know who this is?
You remember TanaCon? You remember the disaster that was being reported all over the on mainstream news outlets, no less, about the disaster of TanaCon.
Is this the one that iDub showed up at?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yep. I remember that bitch.
Say racist word here. That's all I'm gonna say because of what's going on right now. I'm not gonna go too fucking far ahead with that because out of respect, I'm not gonna go too far with that. So, Tana Mongeau, who is known for saying such quotable lines as, "He funked me with a toothbrush," and I reply with, "Huh?
That's possible."
Okay, fucking do what you want to do, but so yeah, she's now a porn star. Let's be honest. You have an OnlyFans account, you're a porn star.
Yeah,
you're a porn star. Yeah. I understand there's other things that you can do on there.
It's mostly porn. It's mostly porn. I know this. It's mostly porn. Okay.
Dude, I have thought about for like almost a year. I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if I decided to start doing a Let's Play channel on Pornhub and just play all the cringy porn games?
Leisure Suit Larry, the guy game,
Uni Pop.
Right? Oh God, exactly. All right, look at her. She's spreading them legs.
Wow, what's the game that there was a game Sweet Anita played that was like freaking cam girl freaking game or whatever the hell.
Oh, Honey Pop, the like Honey Cam or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, Honey Cam. Yep.
It's the sequel to Honey Pop. That's exactly what it is. So in any case, Tana, ladies and gentlemen, you aren't going to get inducted into the Asshole Hall of Fame, but you are going into the Slut Wing.
Slut Wing.
Dude,
Slut Wing.
So
why?
The Slut Wing. We got to put them all in one corner. Trust me. We put the thoughts in the thoughts section.
No, but some thoughts
and by
are
the
cool.
way, let me
Big on!
Dude,
Thoughts?
some
Let me
thoughts
put
are
this out
cooler
there.
than
If
Tana.
you-
Dude, I just want to point out some thoughts are cooler than Tana Mongeau, and that's saying something.
But here's the difference, and here's the thing that I'll have to say. So that way somebody doesn't take my quote and go, well, he's an asshole for saying what he said. And I'm like, well, I am an asshole, and I've admitted that since the day I was born. I literally came out, I looked at the doctor, and I went, what's up with your tiny baby hands, faggot? Look at me, I got tiny baby hands. You can't even fight me.
Fight me
if there
on
was
the street.
If there was actual video evidence of this, I would shit myself laughing.
Oh yeah, dude, I would Photoshop evidence of this just to make it fucking go. I don't know if it's fake or not. I hope it's not fake. But
I hope it's not fake because this is too funny to not.
Any other development? Listen, I'm not saying all women. I'm not sitting there saying all women, but Tana is. Tana's totally a porn star. If you have an OnlyFans account, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You want to show your hoo-ha, your grundle to everybody? I don't give a fuck.
Your hoo-ha.
What if you're your bung to the cam? You want to go flex your bungholio to the cam? I don't give a fuck. Do what you want.
Do it.
I don't care. Just fucking don't expect me to spend money to go watch that happen where everything else is for free.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Pornhub. Absolutely. Firmly agree.
Besides, somebody's probably gonna screen grab one of your OnlyFans streams anyway and upload it to Pornhub later.
Exactly.
You might as well, get that ad revenue if they're gonna do it. You might as well do it yourself.
Well,
Bet you
everybody
won't.
got to make that bridge somehow.
Hey, bet you're gonna come in 40 seconds. Those are
And
my
I'll-
favorite, by the way.
And I'll be gone in 60.
Oh my god!
Well,
by the way, my favorite thing from this whole thing so far is this. We can now use the quote, he fucked me with a toothbrush, and go, on my new stream on OnlyFans, I fuck myself with a toothbrush.
Well, from using toothbrushes for pleasure to a pleasure in looting, Jake Paul.
You know what?
Surprise topic.
I'm gonna do this. If somebody photoshops that, I'm giving them $1.
You know what? Since
You're not
we'll
getting
go
10,000 in return.
we'll go from her to her ex, Jake Paul, being an idiot.
You mean the Thought Slayer?
Yes, and this is also by Master Yoda as well.
Pimp Master Broda.
Videos allegedly show him looting. Jake Paul is under fire. Consequences? I wonder if you will suffer for this.
Oh my god. James
I did.
Bond.
What?
He's got the fucking music from the Cantina on Terrace.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's fucking good. That's funny.
Developments have caused many U.S. cities to implement in efforts to curb the riots. Taking part in some of the looting, YouTube star Jake Paul appeared to be filmed, leading to widespread condemnation. Come now, understand all of you must. Very low ad revenue is this year and has to eat. Jake Paul does. Needs a growing boy. Does. 4K TVs and Gucci handbags. Fight the system. Present in Fashion Square, one tweet shows Jake Paul in Scottsdale, Arizona, as set off fireworks are. Didn't state some people were saying Jake Paul wasn't, or anything wrong he wasn't doing, as lighting fireworks with friends he was clearly doing. For content, all of this is. Right. Suspect highly I do that written that was by a Jake Pauler, an IQ range they typically share with K-poppers and other celebrity stars. Throwing objects at a building, another tweet appears to show protesters as nearby Jake Paul stood. Protesting people outside are, with rubber projectiles, they are being hit and beat, and a multimillionaire, Jake, is looting. Unsurprising, this scenario is not entirely. Steals views his channel regularly does from more deserving content makers on YouTube. So unexpected it is not that a punk off of YouTube, Jake Paul, has shown himself to be. Regardless for the reasons Jake Paul was present, internet users critical of Jake Paul they were, stating that someone with his platform present at all he should not try to be, trying to accuse him of exploiting the disturbances for his own gain. Well, confusion I certainly share with everyone now. Confused I am that home I was told to stay, and work I should avoid. But those recommendations disappear quickly, they do now, when 4K TVs and Gucci handbags are available. Perhaps go out I should, and a few things I should pick up. After all, bailed out I can get by Disney. If busted I get by the Popo. Well, toodaloo.
The busted I can get from the Popo.
And by Disney.
And by well, this dude is a legend, you know.
And on that note, I think we're calling it an episode.
Oh my god. Does anybody have no comment? I mean, I guess it's really not a surprise that Jake Paul's an idiot, right?
Hey, you know what's the best part of this whole thing that nobody realizes?
What?
If he gets arrested, that is evidence.
It is. Absolutely.
It's fucking dumb so going into people's businesses and robbing them.
Especially when you're that freaking big on the YouTube platform.
I mean,
Jesus
he's not,
Christ.
I mean, to himself, he's that big. To everybody else, he's just a little shithead.
Oh, he's big in subscribers, but his view count?
I have all these subs. Look at my subs. And I sit there and go, yo, what type of sandwich that is?
Now, for those who don't know, and I don't know if he even mentioned this, but it was the George Floyd protest, or one of them, where he robbed these Gucci stores, and he was one of those fucking people. So, just to put in perspective, can we give a nice fuck Jake Paul right before I show the ending meme to end this episode off?
James, I got you covered. Fuck Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul. He's going to jail.
Jake Paul, he will go to the jail and be raped. Okay.
He will. Drop the soap? He should not.
To end it off with a nice meme. Bang. Did you get my nudes?
I want pictures of
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man!
I hate you.
Oh my god. You know what? Hey, Tana Mongeau.
Here's your template.
For a scene. Boom, done.
James.
Here's your template.
There it is.
James, I fucking hate you for the fact that you had to pull that up. You fucking piece of shit.
And
hey, it was a far better note to end on.
It was much better note to end on. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this podcast. We actually went under 3 hours. I could not believe it. It's a miracle. Definitely hit that like button. Make sure you share on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all the like on social media. Make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section and in the live chat so that the algorithm says we're worth something, because that's how algorithms work. And until next time, we love it when a plan comes together.